if the game's really loud, because I had to lower the game because I'm assuming it's louder, seeing as I'm quieter now. So I have changed everything, and we'll see how this goes. Hey, you can hear that, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Sweet.
I'm assuming you were talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, everything's fine now. But it was just
Okay.
like, it was really bad.
Oh, yeah, no, that. But I meant you
You
can
mean
hear the game,
trapped?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I can hear the game.
Okay. Sweet. It's going to be over, hype. I was laughing at Kita's titling of these of these streams. Oh my god. It's been beautiful. Sounds good to you? Sweet. Hitman life is best life. Yes. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's fucking
No,
do this.
But sure.
No. It's just listening to them talk. It's fine.
So it would seem.
Oh, that is so loud.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Let me know, guys.
Deliver gifts.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh,
ho,
what?
bitches.
Have you considered
Okay,
where we are?
motherfucker.
There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Santa's not trying to kill everyone. Hi, Themoer. Nobody said that. Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Okay, maybe we can still get through door number 9.
They just
There's
didn't feel
the-
like didn't feel like it anymore. Like,
The game is a little high. Okay. We'll lower it to about the same as Final Fantasy X was. And let me know if that's too quiet. All right. We can hear you guys. Oh, but it's a little high. Okay, so I lowered it to the same as Final Fantasy X. We'll see. There's the red. Yeah, all right. We can do this. I've just got to... No, it's not going to work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 26, 2, plus 6 equals 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Can I borrow your pen and notebook?
So Junpei's voice actor just gave up here? Like, what happened? Sure,
Can
why
you
not?
blame
I don't think I'm going to need them ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing
Why does it sound like
equations.
she's writing with a marker?
Sounds like a Sharpie, yeah.
It really
Squeaky.
does.
A lot of them. Santa would enslave elves, but he'd never kill. Their voices boomed for a sec. Oh, did they? Are they okay right now, though? If your eardrum explodes, it's too high. That is a little high. Oh, man. She doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
What?
All right, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at whatever she was writing. Let's see. Different possibilities. 2, 4, 5, and 7. So who doesn't make it out? Oh, Lotus.
Bye, Felicia.
Bah. They're fine now? Yeah, you got it? Sweet. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for letting me know. That's super helpful.
And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Okay, she'll talk, I guess.
Oh, now Junpei's talking.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
Maybe.
God damn it, you idiot!
Wow.
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without, if you're not...
Excuse
Look,
me?
it'd be bad, alright?
What?
What? For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
I still
Rude.
don't believe he's a cop.
He never was.
I
Bad?
think that's a lie.
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Rude!
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you
How do
behind,
you respond to
alright?
that with,
End of
huh?
story.
What the fuck?
Whatever.
Egg and cheese pork roll on an everything bagel. That sounds delicious. Got the Demon Rose. So delicious.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Okay.
Well, then we're all gonna
Me
die.
Yep. F.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
Yes.
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being
That's because
said,
everyone's being
however,
sweet.
However,
I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? What?
I trust you
Oops.
remember
Sorry,
what happened
Clover.
to Ace? I couldn't see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
oh yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route
Why?
should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why?
Why?
Why isn't it opening?
Meh.
Just to
What
see.
happened to Ace? Is
Why
he
don't
like
we give it a
unconscious on the
shot?
floor? I forgot. Did he die? I forget.
I don't remember.
Maybe he dropped out of his training and got a fake badge. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. Lotus's voice sounds familiar. Everyone has like, not everyone. There's a handful of people in this that actually have voice acted a lot.
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
That's.
Did he get through the door? I don't remember.
He couldn't get it open.
Well, then where is he? On the floor?
You were right.
It ain't opening.
Oh.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
Okay,
You
well,
think
that was
maybe
9
they
years
changed the
ago.
settings?
Right.
Perhaps.
He's not dead. Don't remember where he is. Probably the floor, yeah.
He's not dead, but I don't remember where he is. He's somewhere in there.
He's somewhere. It's fine. I think
mean-
he's unconscious. I think they took the gun from him somehow, and now he's unconscious.
Yeah, sure. Maybe they hit him with a blow dart. I don't know.
Last I remember, Lotus was trying to shoot him or something like that. Yeah, I totally don't
I
remember.
thought he was trying to shoot her. Or
He
threatened
was
to.
initially. Yeah. Maybe Seven
I
is a
don't know.
fisherman with a midlife crisis who wanted to be a cop. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him either.
Maybe Seven's just sitting on him. He's like, nope.
He just can't move. It's fine. Square root of 9 is 3. It's not square root. It's digital root, which is slightly different. It's just adding numbers together until you get a single digit. Shit. If we
Oh,
can't
yeah, where
get through
fuck
the
is
door.
Santa? Did he and like, where's Santa?
Isn't he just pouting on the floor or something?
No, I thought Santa. I don't know.
Did Santa get through? I don't know. I just remember he was like, bitch, it ain't me. But yes, I did. A lot of things make sense now, but it still wasn't me. But that's all I remember. Santa got the
Santa
gun.
took him through the door. Oh, okay. There you
Oh,
go.
okay. Well, F. Okay, I guess Santa had the gun last. Well, if we can't get through the door, we can't get out. So he took June, if I remember correctly. Santa took June, and did he take Ace?
Probably.
I feel like he would have shot Ace, but okay. Hi, Lucas. The walls are way too high. I think I missed that, but it's fine. Walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago.
That's an odd way to put it.
All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it.
It sounds like a solid plan.
Right? I guess this is it. This is the end. Dramatic. Hi, Fairy. Santa took Ace and went through the door. That's what I thought. Okay. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening.
Akane vision.
It is Akane. Oh my god, we were right. If we're right about Akane being the one telling us shit. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My consciousness was inside him. Through the
Interesting.
morphic field set, we were resonant. And we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and we became one inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. Wait, what?
All right. Well,
So,
this was when she was
small
this was when
Akane?
this was when she was on the ship in the first test, and she
This is
somehow
This is stretching.
went to the future into Junpei's mind because reasons. And that's where we're at.
Because reasons. Hi, Stacy. Hello, hello. A lot better than yesterday. That's good. Fairy. All the hugs. Had huge eyes like, whoa. Biggest dinner plates. So it was pretty easy to see the reflections, actually. What, in anime in general?
Wolf Prince, the fuck?
The fuck? Eh? Oh my god.
You
guys.
know it's bad when Wolf Prince doesn't come out with a pun and just goes, the fuck?
Just has nothing else left to say. We don't question space-timey-wimey logic, basically.
I will
Just
question
work.
it.
My brain hurts.
I'm questioning it now.
Question everything. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in two realities at once.
Of course you were.
Alright, one was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually
in case
it becomes
you're stupid and don't understand what I'm saying.
Also, why Junpei? I thought it was only siblings. Why all of a sudden? Anyway, I have feelings.
Maybe they're somehow secret siblings. Mm-hmm. Did you ever think of
God,
that cat?
that's
Because it
even
could be a
creepier!
reality.
That's even creepier because they were like trying to get in each other's pants. Eventually,
never
it
know.
becomes
Hey,
different.
it's happened
I wouldn't
before.
be surprised. It has happened
No.
before. It's like City of Bones all over again. It's fine.
Oh god.
Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which
So
movie
remember,
is
this
which.
was originally on the DS2 screens. Get it? Well, we kind of lose that when it's not that.
Wait, what?
Alarine said, remember, guys, this was originally on the DS2 screens. Like, two movies showing at the same time.
Oh, so they're.
Ooh.
Hi, Dragon. Hello, hello. My brain's about to explode. Little girl's in the mind of a teenage boy. Basically, I'm
Great.
confusion. Everyone's on the same. Okay, at least we're all on the same playing field. And am I only one happy about it? No, you're not. You're not, Stacey. I don't think so. If I concentrate, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
All right. That was my brother, Aoi, or
Santa.
Santa. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. PC port loses it. I believe that. I don't think I still would have picked up on that, though, because that's very punny, and I don't pick up on puns really easily. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. Girl watching them began to cry. A girl. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the girl crying and glared down at her. Rude.
Well then.
It has been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. You have 7 hours left, bitches. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. Oh, so Snake. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello, everyone?
His
Could you
name's
come
fucking
over
Light.
here for a moment?
Guys, his name's fucking Light. What is this? Death Note? He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around
I
him.
have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Aww. As he spoke,
That
he pulled
sucks.
something from his pocket, right? Aww. So that's why he said the thing about clovers. In his hand were 9 four-leaf
I was
clovers.
going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside
Specifically
picking
9.
them when I was abducted.
And you just happened to pick 9. The
How would you find
convenience.
that many?
The convenience!
I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her, since it's her 9th
Oops.
birthday. I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover.
I'm ready.
For their sake, we have to survive.
Except for Santa.
We have to get off this ship. If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another.
Hold on.
Sorry, let me vomit.
Hold up. That too. But this is fine. Hit. Just in case.
What?
All right.
If we
Another-
can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise
What?
that good luck will come our way. Did you know that
I had to
the
handle
leaves
something.
on the 4-leaf clover
Oh.
mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf
Oh,
words.
okay, gotcha.
So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
Yep, Bellicoco. He gave the clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget. So long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
It's because we're connected.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
what was the? I don't remember. When he finished, I used to say that joke all the time. When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. I think it's from Iron Man, but I could be wrong. Dots. Wolf Prince? Is that a plus and a minus? After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with number 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Dog on keyboard. Beautiful. Your dog has something beautiful to say. I know, dragon. If you believe what I told you. God, Guyan. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. Not funeral.
Upside down funeral, all right.
For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Clearly. Did they do this in like 3 or 4 hours? Seriously? Because like it said that they had 7 hours left when they got to the like medical room. But as adults can't fucking get it together to get it there faster than like with 3 hours left. What the fuck?
They're too
I have
busy
feelings.
talking about nonsensical shit.
It's true.
So that's why it took
go-
them so long.
Seriously though. A girl with a ponytail name is Lotus? I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like Lotus, doesn't it? I wouldn't be surprised. But, you know, I'm also thinking she's the dead Alice girl, so it's fine. I think Boy Vegeta. Hello. No problem. Have fun at your new job, though. New schedules are exciting. Adults are idiots, it's true. This is fact. Was I supposed to read that? Probably.
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Pseudoscience is not nonsense.
Automatic
Hi, Dad Slam.
incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
All right. Anyone that said anything in the last 5 freaking seconds, go ahead and copy and paste it again.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening?
Would that squeak though?
What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother always swallowed hard and
I
answered.
think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on
Burn,
the door
baby,
says
burn.
incinerator.
Disco
The
Inferno.
voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
Maybe.
Help me!
Incinerate means burn. Did
This
you know that?
Room is on fire. They have to explain all the English words, but not the Japanese words. Probably because it came out in Japan. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. Hi, Hunter. Hello. It's at the bad guys in this game, I swear. I I agree on that about how they talk about nonsense shit. They do. The adults are just like, what? Our lives are at risk? What are you talking about? And the kids are like, let's fucking get out. Hi, Radio Turtle. Hello, hello. These kids are on fire. Oh my god. Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was huge, frightening mountain of a man.
Cop.
It's a fake cop. As large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys.
7.
I'm a
7.
detective. I'm here to rescue you.
Sure you are.
All the dots. The rest happened just like 7 said it did. Thank you. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by 7. We crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of the door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. Life lesson perch. Seriously though. When I played the game alone, it was so upsetting, but watching with you guys, it's all hilarious. Oh, I'm glad you're still enjoying. We love and hate it, so we're glad you're enjoying. It's a fake cop, yeah.
We're glad that you guys aren't getting, mad.
Right. Exactly. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, and Snake and 7. The other children, the ones who had gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized.
Oh, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
You...
I'm sorry, what? I'm
what? Sorry. I'm sorry,
what? Are we trying to escape? And you're
focusing on the present?
That you're about to die?
I knew it. I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. Oh my god.
Well, duh.
Duh! I didn't stop to think. I simply moved.
Clearly not.
I ran to the central hall.
There was no thinking.
The room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later, I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. How did no one notice you? Especially your brother. How did no one notice that you, slid to the back? I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could down and down, and finally I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I'd thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor.
You know it'd be a really good present?
What?
Being alive.
God damn it. Hi, Dr. NT. Hello, hello. Oh my god. This is fine. This freaking game, though. It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom... The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. A little bitch. Fuck it. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to
Also
see you
a little
decided
bitch.
to come back.
Thank you, Bella Coco. You sweet bean. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his
Come
mouth.
with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run and failed. I felt Hongo's hand closed over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, desperately trying to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He looks like
Kick him
such
in the
a
nuts.
creep.
He really does. I will say they did good at making him seem like a trustworthy dude, and then they really can make him look creepy. That was well done in the art. I like it.
The art was never the problem.
No, not at all. And again, the story's good, just that, well, there are plot holes, but otherwise, it's pretty good. It's just the writing. Just the writing's awkward as fuck. He said that with his teeth like a weirdo. Yeah, he just has gritted teeth. He's so angry that his project is not working as he thought. He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open. He noticed pretty fast after she disappeared that she disappeared, though. And my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He cried my name again. Oh, I didn't mean to skip through him calling her name. He cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then...
You're too late, idiot!
Idiot. Idiot. Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, and behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. The door closed. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Dots. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me, though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later... the 2 other doors slid shut as well. The fuck? Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
Testing something. Cool. Okay. Just making sure. Because it's really important right now to have browsers not crash on me. I would really prefer that. Alright.
What?
Then it started again.
Warning.
Oh god.
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Well.
Out of this paper bag. Well.
Incineration will begin in 18 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
Oh, look,
you got
a
this.
multiple of 9.
The incinerator immediately.
That is a really weird time.
Holy shit.
Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Oh, we're back in our
I
time
just started the incinerator.
That transition, though.
Damn it, Santa.
Hi, Vader. Hello, hello. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, ha. Anyway, a wild ace appeared.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the
Siren
hell?
voice to blow the door
what
off.
the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Is she the only one that's confused?
Hold on, we all have to
I'm sorry,
hum.
Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will
We
begin
would have just
in
left her behind.
Right?
17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn.
Yes.
What kind of idiot do you think
Does
I
it?
am? I know what incinerate
Really?
means. Well, god damn it. Okay, fine.
Lotus dropping the truth
I
bombs,
won't
right?
ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait.
Oh, she's not?
The floor, it's moving. The fuck? What else can I say about it?
What the
But
hell is that?
What is that?
oh, I didn't think she would say it again. What else could I say? The floor opened and the machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer, or at least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. Oh. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me through the glass, drenched in tears. The fuck? All I can see on the screen is the reflection of my own face. I'm kind of looking freaked out. Same thing. Yeah. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15
What?
minutes.
Hi, Connor Black. Hello. Hi, Mo Rojas. Welcome, guys. Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
The hacker! Gah.
She knows her way around a keyboard.
Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to show people
Okay, it's
around.
turned on. There's nothing on the
Really?
screen, though. Oh, this
You're
is
gonna
bad.
worry about that
This
right
is
now?
really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Deja vu. I've just been in this place before. Yeah, there's so much deja vu in this game. Also, I realize it says Junpei Vision up at the top now.
Yeah, it does. Apparently, or at least from what chat is saying, I'm assuming that one of the screens shows Akane and the other one shows Junpei so that you can easily tell whose perspective it is, but you lose that on the PC version, obviously.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll just push the buttons. I'm sure that'll... I don't know. Huh, well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen,
What
though?
is this?
What's up?
It looks
We're gonna
like some
play
sort of
Scrabble?
puzzle.
Does look like Scrabble. It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across the 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can
No,
hope, right?
it's just for fun.
It's just for funsies.
Trying to be
All right,
best.
puzzle. How do you work? What Kita said. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Take 3 minutes to walk over to a damn computer with much talent. Oh my god. And they said algebra wasn't important. Exactly. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Marojas? Voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
All right. Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do
This is
this?
gonna make this difficult if we can only see ourselves and not the puzzle.
Right. My heart feels like it's gonna pop.
And now we're Akane.
My heart was pounding like it was gonna explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. Hi,
An eyeball.
Ace. It was Hongo. How long had he
I'm
been
gonna make that
watching
my
me?
profile
Don't
picture.
know what to do.
Oh my god, please do. That'd be exciting. He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
Simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
You have a problem? Just have fun while dying. Yeah. Oh my god. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
Terrible person.
Oh my.
Oh, was she gonna say
How
more?
could you
Because
call
the
a
text wasn't
gentleman
there.
such as myself
She
a
said, "I hate
terrible
you."
Person?
Oh.
Or she would have.
That's not very nice.
Oh, then I must have just clicked past. My bad.
Go choke,
I'm quite
Ace.
fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty.
What? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you did.
See? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you
That was a
hear
great
me?
game that we played
All
earlier
you
this
have
year.
to do is solve that puzzle.
It was.
Do that,
Also,
and you
it's
can stop the incinerator.
I wish we were playing.
only somehow up for one nomination for the Game Awards. And
Are you
it's for
fucking
like
kidding me?
game narration or something. But it's up against fucking like stuff that's gonna probably win because AAA, which pisses me
That
off.
sucks. That was such a good game.
I think it was Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is up for like fucking everything. I understand it's a great game, but it's up for every single fucking thing. And if
It'll
it
probably
wins
just
all of them,
sweep.
I'm gonna like rage. But anyway. Also, Celeste's up there, which is sweet. But A Way Out is only in one, and I'm like, that better win, because A Way Out was fucking amazing. Anyway, I have feelings. Coffee's done. All right.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Says the one who
Sure you are.
kidnapped kids. Against their will.
Huh?
Shimio, probably a super
If
villain.
you solve the puzzle, the verification
shooting.
function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
Except for best JRPG. Oh my god, yeah.
Verification
That would be
function
weird.
of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. Of course we're jumpies. The face on my bracelet showed me 5. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. It won't work.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
Yeah, let's
Here,
just
Hongo's-
waste our, 15 minutes.
Right?
It's fine.
Way
It's
better
not
and
like we've
amazing than-
wasted time in this game before.
It's true. Way better than Fallout 76. Well, Fallout 76 is a totally different kind of game, too, though. But, because isn't it all multiplayer
I've
anyway?
already told you, didn't I?
I believe so.
Once you solve the puzzle, the
Slothric.
verification function of the red
Hi,
will
Slothric!
activate.
Oh my god.
In other words, if
Eyebrows.
you haven't solved the puzzle,
That's
you
amazing.
can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
Because he's an evil man.
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
No, but I know what it's like to be
Um,
captured by a fucking insane person and put up against puzzles against my will.
Put that on my resume.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
We have like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't.
Exactly.
I don't know how.
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point?
It is multiplayer?
You
Yeah, that's fine.
understand, don't you? Access
Just
the
a minor
morphogenetic
annoyance.
field and find the solution.
That'd be fun for you and I to play.
What?
Fallout.
Oh god. Isn't it like against a bunch of multiplayer though? Like
Yeah, I
against
don't know
a
if we
bunch
could
of
just
people?
play the 2 of us, which would suck. If we could play just the 2 of us, it'd be really fun. But playing against a bunch of other
yeah.
people, trying to learn how to play. would not be
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
I can't.
Then you'll die. You'll
Okay.
burn alive.
Yep.
It's gonna be quite hot in
'Cause we
there
keep
in a
talking.
few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
I'm guessing she got out somehow.
I think so.
But she got smoke inhalation, which is why she, like, randomly has a hard time breathing. Was nominated
I
for
don't
Game of the
know.
Year.
It could also be some weird, like, telepathic thing, too.
She's a ghost. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, she was dead the whole time.
It's true. Nominated for Game of the Year, I'm pretty sure, is Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man, God of War, and one other one. Maybe Assassin's Creed Odyssey? But it was like all AAA games.
I'd be really surprised if Assassin's Creed Odyssey won, because a lot of people, I think, just kind of skipped it, which is a shame, because it's a good game.
It was up for quite a few, though, which was surprising.
Really?
Yeah. But then Celeste was up. I don't know if it's for Game of the Year, though, but Celeste was up for 2 things. And I was like, Celeste. So. Tetris Effect in VR. Hey, I've heard Tetris Effect is really good. There's only 76% of story and 76. Oh my god. God, the nervous.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
Theme over.
That conversation did not happen in 3 minutes.
No, it did not. I was crying. Great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweaty, knees weak. God damn it. Something about mom's spaghetti. And my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it...
We get it!
As if it would pound itself to pieces. Oh my god. Mom's spaghetti! Yeah, I know. Celeste is for Game of the Year. Is it? Okay. Because I knew it was up for 2 and I couldn't remember if Game of the Year was one of them. But I was like, Celeste. But I don't think it'll win, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure Red Dead will win that one. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me!
She
Oh my
says
God.
help very interestingly.
Jumpy!
She like enunciates the fuck out of it.
Jumpy!
Oh my god.
How about you try to solve the fucking puzzle yourself?
Right?
Oh my god. This does not make me want to help you.
Akane!
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut
Lotus
the hell
has
up!
no fucking clue what's going on. She's like, they're all crazy.
I mean, Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake might have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here? Oh my god, dude, just...
Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
It was getting real weird.
Fuck! Also, lawnmower? Why you do this to me? I'm sorry if you can hear that.
I
love
can't
the-
really.
Good. Pacifix perk in 76. If anyone attacks you, you will not take damage, but if you attack back, you will start to take damage. Interesting, but still, I wouldn't want to deal with a bunch of other multiplayer people. At least not like how me and Keto would want to play. He's crazy, put him down. I know. I feel Red Dead is too new for Game of the Year in my opinion. But it's still, I bet you.
I bet it'll win.
I bet it'll fucking win. Because of the realism. River was laughing last night like, I'm not sure if it should win Game of the... or art direction, because it's also up for art direction, or best art. And we're like, because it's just realism. But I'm like, at the same time, art has been realism. But yeah, it's not really like... It's just trying to get as real as possible is what Red Dead tried to do. Cat fudge. Fuck! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit!
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Screw realism. I mean, it's cool, but it just shouldn't be up for every single fucking thing. Except for indie games. I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I'd heard it so clearly, like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, she has some awesome boots. That's her. She's there. Then that means... Oh my god! Akane! Are you in the incinerator right now?
Why are we having this conversation? Right?
How did you know?
Just solve the fucking puzzle.
I couldn't believe that you knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
Literally, that's the only reason they needed Junpei. Poor Junpei. I think I get it now.
Bad for him.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
We get it.
Jumpy,
Yeah.
we don't have time.
Aw, take care, Themo Worm. Good luck at work. As quickly as I could, I told him I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it.
Same. And I do. I get everything now.
Great.
At last, I finally understand what all this means. For some reason, you guys can travel through time, which makes no sense compared to the whole thing of different buildings and a psychic connection that isn't supposed to travel through time. But anyway.
Also, they're supposed to be siblings.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be siblings, which if they're
So-
siblings, that's even creepier. But I wouldn't put it past it. But if they're not siblings, this makes no sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
We're wasting minutes. I know. Just stop jumping around. Exactly. I know why the nunnery game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane.
That sucks
Right?
on the bad routes then, because you kind of screwed up there.
Yep. Every time.
They're not siblings? Okay,
yeah,
then
they're
it
not
really
siblings.
doesn't make sense.
Then it doesn't make sense. It's just for plot convenience. Anyway. Or they should have just never said it was siblings in the first place. They could have just said people with psychic connections who are close to each other. But this is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is. Akane is. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now.
What?
Because she'll disappear from current time if they don't get out. But that still doesn't make any sense. That's just for plot convenience. It's interesting, but it doesn't make sense with everything they explained. In terms of the, the fact of telepathy and, knowing what someone's doing in a building all the way across whatever. The time gap is just a little jump in it. It's very anime.
Guess that's why they call him Jumpy.
Ha ha. Gonna jump out for a bit. No problem, Vader. Nowhere in the game are siblings a requirement. Ace is just an idiot, is all. Yeah, it's just they mention siblings. They just probably shouldn't mention it.
I think that's, it sets it up to where they need to be siblings to have that connection. And then in the end, it's like, just kidding. No, you don't.
Just kidding, you don't. No. It's sort of she contacted the future, but she needed that future to happen to not cause a paradox, I think. Probably. I get it. I get why it's happening. And it's neat how they did it, but nothing explained psychic connections to time things. Nothing hinted towards time, much less. I mean, probably to avoid the spoiler, but it's just everything was believable up until this point. I mean, mostly believable.
I think the problem too is just that the pacing is so off that by this point I don't care. So I'm kind of I don't care what the ending is. I just want it to be over at this point. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I get that. 2 seconds to
And
save the puzzle,
the
right?
people who actually did not have the flowchart and had to do this.
I don't know how you guys did it.
No.
I would have been so out without the flowchart.
Yeah, no.
Oh, anime, and their plot twist, right?
They didn't
Oh
set
my
up
God.
the
It's
time
like
jump
Clannad
and
all
no,
over
they
again.
didn't, because it's
No.
what? Also, why do they have a connection? That's not explained either. Is it because they're lovers? Is that
Lovers.
why?
Lovers. It's like Edgeworth and Phoenix. Except that makes more sense.
Lol, I'm kind of there too. I think
That mean-
maybe playing it by yourself on your own time, maybe it's not as bad.
Or not as glaringly obvious right away.
I don't know. But streaming it has just been exhausting.
Yeah, streaming it has been exhausting. But I will say, like, again, I like the story and everything. Though, I will say the time gap, not... Like, everything is made out to be, this is kind of believable. Here's all the facts and all the research that happened. But time jumps! Like, that's just the only thing that I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't believe that. Like, you tried to make me believe everything, but this makes no sense.
I like how the basis is all the same, you know, like, digital root, the math.
I know, Ellery.
Like, I like that.
I like all the, like,
puzzle aspects
and they escape the rooms
and stuff, and that's thought out, and that's really interesting. But the pacing is just, and some of the dialogue too is just like
the dialogue is we've established the writing is but did someone say lovers? I agree with Kita on this. Yeah. So on one and only one bad route, they have a flashback chat about being friends as kids, but they do show a bit more in this one. See, like, they did talk about the kids, like them being friends as kids, but still, like, so close that you're closer with Junpei than you are your brother. Are you? Because, like, I mean, I feel like Santa would have something to say about that.
Also, she wasn't even supposed to be on the ship, so how the fuck did she get on that ship? She was supposed to be on the other one. Or he was. One of them was supposed to be on the other ship. So how did that happen?
Fucked up. Right.
Yeah.
I know you're not defending it, and, like, it is a lot of people's favorite games, and I totally get that. And again, experiencing it by yourself is probably totally different than experiencing it
and on the DS
and with other people. I think
on the DS it would have been a lot better because of the way that the screens would shift, and it would incorporate that, which you really lose that on the PC version, obviously. Right. So I think that would have been cool and different, especially for the time period that this came out, because there wasn't really anything
like
this at the time. So I can kind of see, you know, why people really like it and stuff.
Right.
But I don't know.
I love the complex and intricate plots and everything, but this feels a lot like a manual on how not to execute kaiju. Yeah, like, they had great ideas. It's just like, and again, it got translated, so we don't know how much of the, like, repetition or the awkwardness and stuff would have been different in Japanese. But that is true. Yeah, you also see how Lotus is connected in one of the bad ends. Oh, so we're not going to even know how Lotus is connected. We figured she's just one of the people from the company, but she's, like, one of the...
Well, if it doesn't explain it, then chat can tell us.
Yeah, you guys can tell us.
After we're done.
And they kept saying the same something over and over again. We know, you don't have to tell us 100 different times. Yeah, that's the writing issues we have. Of course, it's in the bad end, yeah.
And the info dumping, but that goes along with pacing. Just being like, oh yeah, we're going to tell you all this shit at the very end, and you're like, this is a lot at once, I feel like, you know.
This is a lot at once.
That's
by the way,
novel thing, not specifically just this game.
Right.
A lot of visual novels are very much like that.
A lot of visual novels. Are there any lovers in this game? Technically, these two. Favorite reveal is actually the one with Lotus. It explains why she's so cutthroat to get out. I get that. I know one game
cutthroat to get out.
That's true. I would be too
if it were me.
I know one game that does a lot of different
you would
time
not.
Frames. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would be like, everybody, we gotta get out together. I'd be like, move, bitch, I'm out.
I know, but I wouldn't be sitting here talking. Like, I would have been like, okay, like, let's figure this out. I wouldn't be at all. Yeah, I would have been focused. Not as, I guess not cutthroat, but I'd be fucking focused more than these guys are. Yeah. This game is not stream friendly, that's for sure. Yeah, we've noticed. Lotus is filling in the boob lady position. It's kind of true right now. But it's cool that they do have a moment where they explain her. I'm not really interested in buying the game, and it's fun watching you guys play it. Well, I'm glad you're at least enjoying us playing it. That's a shame. I could really kind of like Lotus. Oh, it's not that Lotus is bad. I'm sure she just has reason for the way she is. But anyway, that means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kuroshiki. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin.
Because
reasons.
6
Reasons. Minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, that's what it's been doing.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of here.
I know. Shut up.
I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
No.
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. He's how much older than you in this? That just sounds a little weird. Just saying.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
That's a little creepy. All right, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, all right? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Fuck!
I think this is the last one.
Yeah. Do you really have to save her? Can't you just let her die? Yeah.
Can't move on.
Okay. Oh, okay, so that's how I can switch. So, obviously these are numbers. Do I need to make across all 9? I can't move one.
Yeah, 8 and 1 make 9, so that would make sense. Because if you look up and down, 8 and 1, and then left and right is 8 and 1, so yeah, you have to make 9.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So 8, so this needs to be 1.
Handy notebook. Just in case we need to use the letters.
Well, yeah, we'll have to use the letters, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got it.
So what was anything 1 in the numbers or no?
What?
Was anything 1 in the numbers?
What do you mean?
In letters, I'm sorry. Was like A1 or no? A is 10, right?
No, A is 10. But
Okay.
I think they're all correct because 1 and 8, 1 and 8, 1 and 8. See? How they
Yeah,
go
that's what I
around.
was, yeah. So these
I think
need
they're
to
all
stay the
correct.
same. That makes sense.
So we should probably go from there, I would think.
I'll totally ask why Alarin afterward. Alarin said this puzzle annoyed me for a very petty reason. All right. So these are all 8. So that means we gotta do 9 across, and then 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Like everything needs to be 9.
Jeez. Well, I don't know because the one in the corner is 7.
Well, we can change all these.
Yeah, but we don't. Okay.
We can change everything except for this.
You can change any of them? Okay.
Any of them except for the one locked into place here. But all
Okay.
of them can be switched out for any of the ones down here. And all
Oh,
these.
great. We have a new NVIDIA update.
I meant to say that. Yeah, when I hung up on Discord, I was like, oh, fuck, NVIDIA. And then I forgot to say it when I came back. So we gotta do that tonight.
Yeah.
Alright. I love Sudoku, though. Dunno, can already see part of the solution. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. It's a love-hate thing, Alarin. For what? You'll see why. Oh, God. Alright. So it's just a lot of math. When I looked up the DS one, I liked it more. Oh, have you ever played the DS one? It looked like more work, but I liked it. Oh, interesting. Alright. So that's 1, and that's got to be 1. So then these have to add up to 9. 2.
Wouldn't it be easier to do the small ones first? So like
Probably.
where the 1 is in the middle and then you have 3 and 3 on either side? Couldn't you make that 9?
Wait, make this what?
No, go. I'm saying do the diagonal 3 1 3 3 1 3 3 1 3 3 1 3 3 1 3. That. Why don't we focus on this portion because it's only 2 numbers we'd have to work with. Never mind.
I'm sorry.
I think you should just do it because
You're saying here?
No.
You said the Oh, here?
Yes.
I don't think this diagonal counts, does it?
Why wouldn't it?
I just wasn't thinking that. I was thinking these, because that doesn't usually count in bingo. But, you know, maybe it's not bingo rules.
Well, I don't know. It's not really telling us what it wants, so...
Yeah, it's not telling us at all. Okay. So, yeah, I guess maybe the diagonals are, if these
You know what's interesting? Hold on a second. At the bottom, it makes a password. Do you have to... That's weird. Do you have to swap out the letters for password? Because if you take the R, the S, the W, you make password. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go
I
up,
see what you're saying.
There's an S. So
I see what you're saying. Maybe it is that. Way to go, girl.
Done.
We were thinking... Oh my god. What? What the fuck?
Get fucked.
Get fucked.
That's the password. The password
no,
is probably just
it wouldn't let me
password,
clear.
the numbers. Hold on. Alright.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Kita, thank God this puzzle was like that. Alarain. I would have been with you, Alarain. I would never have noticed password down at the bottom. That is weirdly clever.
I just happened to look and be like, that's a thing.
So,
I don't know if these are all gonna fit, but P is 25. Yeah, this might not fit.
Yeah, this might not fit.
Unless we have to do the digital route.
Maybe.
But we could be thinking too hard about that. A is 10.
Yeah, there's no way. Unless
let's
it
see
lets
how
me keep entering.
S is 28.
28, 28.
W is 32. Probably won't let you keep going.
Nope.
No.
Alright.
Okay, so it's... Well, I was going to see how many numbers it
Oh,
was.
it's this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Stop it! Password. I'm inputting a password now then? Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to do here? It's fine. We're figuring it out. I was so annoyed. This part is so also annoying. Ellerate. At least we aren't the only ones. That deserves a hype. Thank you. Who decided this puzzle? And it continues. Kind of noticed that it was spelling password, but I just assumed it was coincidence. Yeah, I wouldn't have even... I wasn't even looking at the bottom. I was way too focused on the top part that I wasn't even looking at the assembly of the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, all of the lines had to make 9. So that was my... That's why I was like, no,
that's
this
what everything's been.
Yeah, and then you're like, well, maybe it's not that. I was like, well, how are we supposed to know?
Right?
If it's, you know, diagonals or if it's vertical and horizontal. And I was like, oh, hey, look at that.
That would be so much easier if this was the answer. Yeah, remember, guys, we don't want guesses. I'm gonna go to class. Good luck at class, Dragon. Take care of yourself. Y'all got this yet? You've got this, y'all. Thank you, Squid.
I mean, we could do 0 again, but I don't know.
Just 0?
No.
Oh.
The letters spelled out as numbers, because that was an answer before.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
It's
we
30, 35, 14, 27, 24.
All right. Screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint is on that one. What?
Well, we can't see that one, you ass. Do you know which numbers you switched out?
Nope.
On the other screen?
3. Yeah. Well, but I don't know from the beginning because we switched out a few before we did that.
Right.
I think it was... I don't know. 3 was definitely one of them.
That's kind of dumb that you can't see that screen again.
Right? Like, reset only resets this, which I didn't realize. I've just been hitting enter. My brain needs a reboot, right? That twitching in Cat's eye, though, yeah. Does it reset? Does the reset show it again? I don't actually know. No. So, way to give us a hint only for the hint not to matter. Dev 1. Should we stick with our 9 theme? Dev 2. Nah, let's mess with the player without telling them anything. Basically. Oh, of course. We'll let you guys know. The only other thing I can think of... No, that would... But Akane is 5 letters.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it has to be 8 letters.
Well, it can't be more than that. Oh, you mean... Oh, I see what you're saying. I forgot we have letters. Nope. Junpei? Is it E-I or A-I?
I think it's E-I. Isn't it? Shut up.
After it was an extra space.
Extra space?
The 9th square. Maybe that's the password.
What?
1? What?
What do you mean there was an extra space? What did he say?
I don't know. After the password was an
9.
I solved it by making all the hint squares.
Squares 9. So the hidden number should be 9 as well. So what is it, just 9? Or is it 9 and then, like, written out? And go ahead, try 9 by itself.
Giggle makes me feel a little bit better.
That's it.
Oh my god.
Akane!
I just said that, just not even thinking that
I like how they had
the
hints
thing too.
repeatedly
like,
telling you because they know how stupid that answer is. It's fine.
It would have been fine if we could have seen have seen the screen.
Yeah, but then he's like referencing the
disappeared.
last screen, but it disappears, right? Wait, what the fuck? F you game, right? That is very annoying. Especially that's only 9. That's it. Like, it's not even 9 spelled out. Why did they allow you 8 slots? Anyway, it is the best puzzle.
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Okay, now get the fuck out.
So you don't deserve to get out then.
Do it.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
In the DS, you do a Sudoku. That's the reverse one Akane has on her mirrored screen, which is cuter in my opinion. That's actually interesting. Although this was not as intense, right? This was simpler. Kita's the puzzle god and she didn't even know it. I know. Kita figured all this out. I would have been stuck here staring at it.
It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Hilariously, this means Ace's experiment was a success. I know! I want to punch Ace. But Ace doesn't even know about Junpei! It was simpler, yeah. Good job, though! Hey! Bowling is! 9999 turns upside down. Oh my god. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body.
999 is the devil, I think is what
it's true. 666. Oh my god. Wonderful feeling of accomplishment. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive.
Great.
Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would have burst. Oh my god. You're like 8.
Whew.
Yeah, that's weird.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Rude.
In a sexy way?
No, I don't have time to be thinking of that shit. In a sexy Oh my god. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Hang up now! It's not like a phone! I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind. Dots. What were the 2 bracelets? Oh, he already said 1 and 3.
Yeah, enough to get her out.
Well, 7 and Lotus didn't look particularly happy with me. What? Not a very nice look for someone who just saved your lives,
Junpei,
guys.
are you...
Okay?
Shut it.
Right.
Rude.
Okay. So maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. They don't seem pissed off. They're asking you if
They
you're okay.
They seem concerned.
So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? All right, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Watch it be like, oh, just kidding.
Yep, it's
now.
Well, F.
Slam your face against it.
Doesn't sound like it's stopping.
F.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again.
Use your
and again.
face.
And again. Use your face! No, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So what the fuck? Why the fuck isn't this thing stopping? He's talking to himself. I'd be concerned, right?
60 seconds.
Psychic phone. Yeah, it's like the psychic phone. But only with an 8-year-old and a 17-year. How old is he? 17? I don't know. I'm thinking of Titus. I don't know how old Junpei is. Wait, of course.
Yeah, I don't know. But
that's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. The number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red in.
Incineration will begin. 30 seconds.
he's a college student? Oh, that's even...
That's even creepier! He might be 20.
Getting worse.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, it's just getting worse. I think they're all supposed to be of legal age. Like, everyone is higher than legal age.
We will all burn now. Pretty much.
Let the world burn.
Who wants barbecue?
Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. We don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can trust me on this one, or we are all fucked! Alright, no time to explain. Just go!
Verify your numbers on the red.
Verify?
Who?
Verify?
What combination?
All of us.
All of us. We all
Just
need to
shove
verify.
your fucking hand.
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Oh my god, Junpei. Calm the fuck down. Hurry, 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 hurry!
Begin in 10 seconds.
Illegal. Yep.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I'm not
4,
clicking.
3, 2.
Really? You cut it that close?
Central gate has been opened.
19 years ago, 12. Yeah. Wait, 19 years ago. Wouldn't that be 9 years ago? This is fine. Central gate has been opened. Yeah, so she was 12 and he's 21.
Incineration system has been disabled.
Yay! We're free.
Same.
This is fine. Oh, thank fucking Christ. No time to be happy. Time to go.
We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go!
Of course there's only 9 seconds.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just
What
in
if he just
time.
burns? What if that was just the ending?
He just burns. That's a point to make clear. But she knew him when he was 12. Oh, I know, but the conversation they're having between each other now is just the way they were talking about, like, their hearts racing is a little weird. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead. I think you found it.
Snake is so pale.
Snake is so pale. Well, he was locked in the coffin for 9 hours. 9 hours. But
yeah,
know,
it just
that's
sucked
exactly
all
the
the
reason.
color out of being in the coffin.
He's a vampire.
Is that my excuse?
Yes, you're a vampire, Keto, remember? You're a
Oh, I
mortal.
remember.
You're like 85.
I am.
Or 86, I'm sorry.
Yeah, get it right.
Shit.
I was 85 last year.
Exactly.
Looks
Oh
like
my
we
God.
made it, huh?
The 9 trolls. Man, that guy can sure laugh when he wants to.
I think the best laugh goes to Ace, obviously.
It's true.
For that great display.
That great display. Looks like Clover and Lotus are all totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap,
Akane? Akane!
Yeah, same.
Can you hear me? Akane!
did it all not end up mattering because, like, Ace shot June? Or, yeah, June.
I mean, I would laugh hysterically. Not gonna lie. If this was all meaningless, I would probably be the one laughing hysterically.
I would laugh too, I think, but that's just because of all this. I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. Well, damn. What was with the skulls on the bracelets? They would have died if they didn't scan their hands after going through the door. What happened 9 years ago? Wait, Kita's a vampire? Ah, exposed. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi. I cried his name, but even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms. Aww.
Seven's like, the fuck?
Akane!
So they didn't mention that the girl didn't die? Why would you not mention that? Why would you just like, about that? Anyway.
Because plot twist.
Plot! I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried, although we guessed it was her! Like, we totally, we called it. Assault vampire. Yeah, assault vampire. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. It was the beat of almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they could go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle.
That doesn't make sense. She
died
in the
and
timeline they were in, and then they fixed it. How would you How would they do that if she was the one who orchestrated this whole thing?
But then that's a paradox.
She was dead. That is a paradox, because how would she have orchestrated all of this if she was already dead?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Wow, it's pretty bad when Kat's getting as done as I am.
I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. To death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. Or, yeah, you know what I'm
if she died after all that?
What if she, like, left the bracelets in there and just, like, came through the door and then she's fucked? It's fine. That was it.
Well.
You've got an epilogue after this, guys. As a heads up, that's fine. We have all the time. It's fine. I took a deep
Speak for yourself.
Well, no, I mean, like, we have an hour and 10 minutes. I think we're okay.
Oh.
Hi, Crystal. I mean, I'd be more concerned if, like, the epilogue would have been a lot longer, but I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective we'd all call 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, was looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay, well, why would Snake's eyes be
wide? We might
wide?
run into Hongo again.
Just saying. Oh, I was right. It was time to get moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiral stairs to freedom. That's. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe. Wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
Oh.
No.
What's up?
Look at her boobs motion.
No
the motion
questions.
boobs.
That motion blur.
That motion blur, though.
Just on her.
Just
not on
her
anything
boobs.
else. Someone had to actually go in there and,
And motion blur. Motion blur. What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Because I figured out the fucking puzzle.
Yeah, all
Who
5
cares?
of us
Let's just
verified
get
our numbers
out.
on the red.
Right?
Stop asking
2
me
plus
questions.
4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8.
I am deeming this finishable today.
It shouldn't have
Yeah.
opened.
Well, it did.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured
Alien
it out
vampire
already.
from Doctor Who likes blood and lots of salt in it.
Huh? Why?
We like our blood salty.
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16
We're taking a long ass
is
time to
10
get
in
up the
base
stairs.
10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13,
Great.
and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
H is 17, I is 18,
Oh my
J
God.
is 19.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is
Do we
25.
really need to do all of them?
And what comes after that?
Oh,
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q!
What?
Fucking lowercase q!
My ass.
That's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Is that why the ship was the Q? Is that why it was called that or whatever?
Or the building queue?
Yeah, building Q. Okay, yeah, let's just, do that now. Change the rules. Bitch, what?
God, my
They
thighs are killing me.
ascending to heaven.
I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe this
I mean,
is
they're
just a
still running on the steps. Like, that sound is still happening in the background.
It is. Maybe just a short rest. No, I can't stop. We don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be any more steps. Much more. Let's run. Like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I get it. We don't need to say metaphors. Why can't we just get up to the top?
But yeah.
I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Did we really need 3 different metaphors for that? Also panting.
That's what I said. Kaiju.
Oh my God! It's fine. Smiles. Similes, not metaphors. I know similes, my bad, but either way. How it twitches. Twitch. I'm so done with the metaphor part, but the rule change too. Last minute rule change. Like, that's not fair. Like, I understand he said he's playing fair, but he's not. Those things are difficult and scary to run up. They are. They are very much. Spiral staircases are actually very dizzying.
But the English is just terrible. Oh.
Oh, really? Oh, well. I don't know how they're running up spiral staircases. Like, I've had a spiral staircase that just went up 1 floor, and it still made me dizzy going up that fucking thing. Panting sounds incredibly lewd. There's been worse. Hi, Moonlight Gamer. So if I've missed anyone, let me know. I will say hi. In the Japanese version of the game, the explanation for why the door opened was that the letter Q and 9 make the exact same sound in Japanese. Q. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Otherwise, lowercase q, that's not how I write my lowercase q's.
Oh, because 0 said on the speaker. Yeah, that doesn't really... Like, a lowercase q doesn't fucking look like a 9.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It would have made more sense if it was like an upside down 6 or something.
Yeah.
That would have at least made more sense to me than a fucking q.
Yeah. But if they both make the same... Yeah, the translation... That's what I think some of this is lost in translation and not as cool. The sequence is kind of short. Just add 10 metaphors and 50 panting noises. Exactly! Like, you could just end it! Everything could just be so much shorter if you didn't have all the, fluff that you had. I actually find the endless repetition less annoying than the mandatory panting. Yeah. And building Q is referencing it. I believe that. But, Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
All right. I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Are you, though?
Yes. We're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big, heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom!
So let's stop thinking about it and open the damn door.
Right. But even more importantly than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane.
Oh my God.
You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now, because he doesn't want a sausage fest, guys. Remember this. He prefers to die than be with a bunch of guys.
Yep.
I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was ours. He gave a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy, I felt like I could melt. Oh, this is Akane. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective and all nine of us who had been kidnapped. We're finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Oh, he whispered.
Yeah.
They don't know that it's over because they don't know about their siblings, though. Do they?
Right? I don't know.
They
I
got
doubt
out,
it.
but what about their siblings?
What about everyone
the only
else?
two that are together are Santa and Akane.
Seriously, though. You want to know what's interesting?
What?
All of them look like very little versions of each other. A little bit. Like, he reminds me of 7. She looks like Lotus. This looks like 9 who died. This is kind of like Ace. And this looks like Snake's sister, Clover.
Clover.
I don't know who he would be. I guess Junpei. That's very interesting. Anyway. It was the Titanic. It was the gigantic. Correction.
As amused as you are.
No, I'm just like, of course they like made them all look kind of the same. I think that was intentional. It was over. It was finally over, though it has no meaning. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only the prologue to what would happen in 9 years.
Great.
No shit. Big mood. Yes, finally, air. Gah. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh, I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
You've gotta be shitting me.
Are we on another boat?
I was gonna say we're not even
we
like...
get out of one boat and we end up on another boat.
That'd be hysterical.
It was a smaller boat inside a bigger boat.
That would be amazing. I was thinking we're just not in the ocean. He was just floating.
I just want it to be insane. I just want the ending to be so fucking crazy at this point that I can laugh at it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's probably not gonna be that.
It's probably not gonna be that. Excuse you, prologue? Q hours Q versus Q-doors.
It doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yep.
Well.
It's just a building in the same ship. They were never sinking. But they were in mortal danger still.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Oh. So they were in building Q.
The mock experiment building.
Well.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. That makes the most sense. Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? All of your bracelets! Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. How was there not?
How did 9 die then?
I also thought the detonator was inside you. Yeah, how did 9 die? How did...
Because Ace pushed him in there, but
how did what he thought Snake was die?
Well, didn't...
He got pushed in there and he detonated in the shower.
Right.
Only the assholes had bombs. Basically. So 9 just gooified? Yeah, did he just like magically die? It makes sense if Santa and Akane did this since they had no reason for wanting these guys to sink. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense how certain people died.
I guess because they just really
and what
wanted them
happened
dead.
to Ace?
F.
Yeah, I guess.
Figures.
Maybe they put one in 9 so that then they would take it seriously.
Right, and then also they wanted him dead.
Yeah. We'll get back to Ace. Okay, great.
Jumpy.
Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. No, because she's fucking...
They didn't even know each other that well. They were friends as kids. They're not that close.
Fate, Kita. Fate.
My ass.
Okay, so we got an epilogue still. But here's the beautiful credits for all of you.
Great.
Who's the translator?
Who did this?
Voice again, who did this? Voice acting was great. Story was great. Except for it kind of was weird at the end.
I don't know about great.
It was great until the very end. The very end just kind of went.
There were certain points where it was.
Oh, yeah. There's plot holes. There's a weird time ending. I don't understand. But puzzles were cool. Writing and translation needs a lot of work.
I don't know if we could get through Danganronpa after this. I do worry about that. Because I do too. I personally, if I were to play the second game, I'd want to play it by myself on my own time and just kind of like relax with it and not stream it, because I think I would enjoy it a lot better. Plus, it's way longer.
Right.
So I personally do not. I don't have an interest in streaming the second one, even if everyone says it's better. I'd rather play it for myself and try to enjoy it.
And it's so much longer. Like, this was already long, guys, and it's only supposed to be 9 hours.
This was super long, and we only did 2 endings. And it took us, what, 6 weeks, 7 weeks?
Yeah.
Something like
that. Is this the true ending?
It?
Yes. I'm tired. Oh, Akane. Well, that was something. Yeah, it was. Getting so tired of these bloody fires. Oh, Linfreeze.
Yeah, but...
Hi, Linfreeze. I hope you're safe. To not be in danger, but close enough that the smoke in the air is as thick as fog. Take care of yourself. Please, please, please. What were we going to say? I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Kita?
No, I'm watching this epilogue.
This game is a big question to me. I thought the ending was going to be dark and savage. I'm a disappoint.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other.
I knew that we were going to be telepathic lovers.
Exactly. On a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Wow.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
I don't need that visual.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless.
Aww,
what gave it away? The missing tooth?
That's really scary. Please take care of yourself.
You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
He had to do something, guys. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV,
SUV.
I don't know. This thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in. And now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back here. I still can't believe we let her drive. Oh my god.
This is so fun!
Who let Clover drive?
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Oh my god.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
He should have sat in the passenger seat. Suck it in.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No way.
And they all died. The end.
And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Oh my god. Junpei's stuck in the sausage fest anyway! Ha! Ha ha!
The car Santa and June are in.
Maybe he's just sitting on Seven's lap.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
Clover sounds like me if I was a driver.
No
oh
doubt
god.
about it.
Knew Clover's voice sounded familiar. She's in Danganronpa 3. Hey!
Don't we?
Sure thing.
They died in a car crash. Yep. They lived but then died at the end. It's fine. Oh shit! God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. They all crashed and they all died. Yep. I'm in Northern California. I'm using a face mask when outside. That's a smart plan. Please do what you can. Can't even imagine. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. What the fuck?
What?
That sounds extreme, but I've actually heard of that shit happening. So.
Psychopath?
Yeah, no, that shit happens, and it's fucking horrible. We adopted a cat that it got hit by a car, so it was like mangled on the side of the road, and a bunch of high school students started like beating the crap out of it, and then put it in a trash can and threw it, put it in a trash bag, and then threw it in to the trash. No joke. And my mom's coworker found it, like saw them do this and like shoot them off and like grabbed the cat, brought it to a vet, and we ended up adopting it, and its name was Splat because it had 3 legs instead of 4 because it got hit by the car, so its leg needed to be amputated. But kids are fucking assholes to animals sometimes. Not all kids.
That's terrifying. Like that.
Yeah, no, that shit happens.
Serious issues.
Right? That says something.
For somebody to do that.
Yep. It's actually like a huge sign if kids do horrible things to animals. It's usually a sign for needs help. I forgot what it's called, but yeah. It's like a hint at some sort of mental thing. Yep. Kids can be awful, yeah. It is horrible. That's how most serial killers start out. Right. There's just a certain, like, I want to say sociopath, but it might be psychopath, where it's a big sign.
No, I think it's sociopath because it's showing that they don't have empathy.
Yeah. Yeah. What twisted kids they were, right? The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious. What are you doing? Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran to the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with his face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck out his tongue through the hole in his mouth where his tooth had fallen out.
I guess I could've.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
What?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
What the fuck? I like how he called them murders. He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
What elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Ace. Well, I guess I should say Guitaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody?
Boredom.
Any ideas?
Boredom.
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. So what, Santa and June fucking disappeared? He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get the tape off from your mouth.
Come on, I know you were.
That's what it sounds like, Don.
You can at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic
I feel no
field set,
sympathy.
then perhaps I could see faces.
If only I murdered some people, then I could, see faces and it'd be all worth it.
Zero sympathy.
Dump him and then run him over.
Minds,
that's what I say.
I could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
Shut up. Shut up, Ace. No one cares.
Oh, you hear about the rabbits in the ending you didn't get? They were in charge of looking after their school's bunnies together. Oh, Akane and Junpei were?
Here's what happened. Here's what happened when we play this game. we would have gotten the good ending right away because we made all the right choices somehow blindly. But we couldn't do that because you had to get a certain bad ending to get the good ending. So we got stopped on the good ending, had to go get the bad ending, and then had to finish the good ending, and that is what happened.
Yes. That is what happened. Well, yeah, no, we're not playing completionist here.
Hell no.
He says fuck off. Yep.
Kick him out of the trunk and then back over him.
Yep.
Just saying.
It?
Yes. If you want to put it simply.
Ace is wanted for kidnapping and attempted murder, so yep. And no, he murdered. He murdered quite a few people.
But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer,
I'm not.
that as well.
Shut up.
You see, the human collective consciousness.
Yeah, put that. Yeah, I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little
Well, my
nosy.
next
You
question doesn't
said
really have anything
what?
to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch up when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigation,
I didn't realize those were still up, but I'm keeping them up.
I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gordain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. All right, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Right.
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom
So did
deck.
we.
There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soperin. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Ace was head of Nonary Project. Yeah, he was.
This
Thank
is for
you
you.
for putting the tape back
What's
on.
this?
This is for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. It was the hand. In his hand was a doll made from yarn small enough to fit into his
Jumpy,
palm.
Are you sure
Yarny.
it's
Yarny.
for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
It's
That's
a voodoo
the-
doll.
What?
Yep.
That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well,
We're not close enough for you to be giving me your voodoo dolls.
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
This is the longest post-credit scene ever, right?
Oh, okay. Well, how about we call it June then?
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, I wanted to give you this.
I like
You
how
sound
his
like
voice...
some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
His voice went from sounding like a little kid to he just gave up and started using his real voice, by the way.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Maybe he just hit puberty like right then, and then it was suddenly like, hello. My name is Junpei, have my voodoo doll.
Oh my god.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe.
Same here. Suddenly puberty. Yeah, sudden puberty.
It's just all of a sudden it's like, bam, it happened. Can you imagine? You're just talking to him and he's like, hey, June. Hey, June.
You turned 20 in a second. June, please stop. Right.
So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
Something I could say about Lotus to that, but I feel inappropriate to say it.
If something bad,
Oh, no.
then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
You guys are like freaking seriously Like, it's almost like he's proposing to her or something. They're like very committed for being like 8 years
12.
old.
Yeah. Or
no, I think
yeah,
they're younger because they're in elementary school.
Right.
So they have to be 10 or younger.
Well, I was 12 in 8th grade. So it depends what elementary school. Oh, but in Japan it's different though. Japan only has the beginning, and then high school is completely different. So like middle school doesn't exist in Japan. It's like all of it, and then high school you actually.
Well, he said middle schoolers though.
That's the translation.
So I assume in the translation.
Yeah. So maybe the translation is like trying to say, hey, they're a lot older.
Well, whatever. Regardless,
they're young
for being.
Yeah.
Kids.
They would have to be younger anyway because she was 12 when she got taken. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Hex Girl Jinx. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Was I guess younger.
Alarian says junior high is 3 years, senior high is 3 years. Aha. So.
Oh, okay. So, yes. So junior high is middle school then, kind of. Well, I don't know, because that means. Yeah, that means the older. At least it means.
So they're pretty young, is the point.
7th, 8th, 9th. Japan is elementary, middle, and high school, but it's not called middle. From what I know, I guess it is junior high and senior high, which is interesting.
Some places here still call it that though.
Yeah, junior high. Yeah, mine didn't, but that's probably Midwest way of doing it.
Mine didn't either.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streaming down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Jumpy.
Can you feel the tears since it's your voodoo doll?
I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words. Dots.
I'll never forget.
Someday we will escape boat.
Someday we will escape boat. Oh, Chu means middle? Oh, okay. Interesting.
So it is middle school. Interesting.
Because, like, yeah, in animes, they don't call it middle school, but maybe that's the translation thing again.
Could be.
God damn it, translations. How many years are in middle school in the U.S.? 4.
Shh.
Middle school, 3. 6th, 7th, 8th. And then high school is 4. That's 6 words, Kita. That's what you're saying? Shh. Thought she was shushing me for a second. I'm like, but someone asked a question. The sky was beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. That's true.
So...
The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills.
So someday was 1 word, so in your face.
We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the 2 of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. Dots. Are the dots necessary? Fair enough. It was called junior high when I was a kid in California, 7th through 9th. Oh, they changed it a few years after I graduated. You had 7th through 9th? That's interesting. So yours was the same as in Japan. Here in middle school is 9, and high school is 3. Yeah, so maybe that's just like more commonplace everywhere but America. Because America, except for California, apparently. There's one thing I still don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned. There are many questions I have, but okay. And also the only one that's really important. Has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. How? Because plot holes. Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? No, because then that wouldn't... No, because then she would never have died. And that would never have been a thing in the first place. And she also wouldn't be here in person. Anyway.
Yep.
Alright, let's say that makes sense. Some kind of insane sense. It doesn't, but okay. If I did that then, how do I make sense of what 7 remembers? Snake remembers. Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean that there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. You're in a game. Meta. Was what you told me the truth, 7? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look!
over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Huh? What is he, 7?
What?
I mean, what is he, 0? My bad. Wolf Prince? That's how I feel. Whose legs are those?
Pardon me?
I'm so done. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there in the shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. How would she know how the fuck to hitchhike if she's from Egypt? It wouldn't not be long before Junpei realized who she was. End. Was that ridiculous enough for you, Kita? What the
No, that was garbage.
That's just
so that's supposed to be Alice? Is that what that was supposed to be?
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's definitely got to be what it is. Just a teaser. I'm assuming a teaser. Don't forget your towel is the achievement.
Bite me.
What the fuck does that mean? Would you like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough? After saving, the game will restart from the beginning. Yeah.
We are not restarting from the beginning ever.
Anyway. We got it. Yay.
Yeah, they just had to add that at the end.
I guess it's a teaser for probably the sequel. But
That's
still.
No.
Explodes. I thought you were joking, Kat, until it really said. What? About it being Alice? All eyes. Oh my god. Tumbles into chat. Hi, Stargazing Fool.
Wolf Prince exploded.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't forget your towel is a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference. Oh. My bad. I've never seen it, so that makes sense. Yes, and it's saying end. Oh yeah, no. It was the end. And then it really said end. I'm done as well. Exits room. Huh.
Apparently Lotus's issue is that her daughters were in the experiment or whatever 9 years ago, and that's her beef. But why was she in the game then? Like, why did Akane pick her?
Stargazing Fool, thank you for the 100 biddies. A bit and dash. Thank you so much. All the love and hype in chat. I'm doing just great. Just wanted to do a bit and dash. Got a 10 class. Good luck at class. Pay attention. Do hard work. You got this. Oh my god, it's over. Pant, pant, pant. All the panting. It's probably the last kind of one that would want to be.
They picked people linked to the game 9 years ago. Then why not pick her daughters? Why pick her?
Are they dead now? This is probably the last kind of plot that would want to end with a sequel hook. Yeah, well, they had to because it's the true one.
Everybody else was directly related to it.
Yeah.
So why pick Lotus? Because she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Everybody else was there.
That's all I can tell you. It's not that deep. Wow. That's the only thing. Like, I guess they didn't pick the daughters because it would have been too obvious for everyone else, like Clover and all that. But still, like, why pick Clover and Snake then? Only Snake because he was there before? Like, I don't get why they picked Clover and Snake versus anyone else in the experiment. I guess they had to pick someone.
No, he wasn't there technically, but there was a reason for him. He had to be there to help her solve the thing. So
yeah,
like,
Junpei
I get why
had
he
to be
was
there.
But as far as Lotus goes, that doesn't really explain why she's there.
Other than she's really good at hacking, which only applied to one room.
Know.
She like really didn't do
wanted
anything.
To know what happened. Yeah, she would like.
It talks about how they never told Lotus what happened. Yeah. Akane is special. I mean, she treated Junpei
You want to know what happened here? We'll put you in the game. And there you go. But
no, she wanted to. No, Pont is talking about how they never told Lotus what happened at the end, and she wanted to know, but they never explained it to her. I honestly think Devs just wanted some boobs, yeah. But yeah, Pondwater wasn't saying they were, or maybe you are saying that. I took it as what you said before. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
her
that's what I thought
daughters
pond
didn't
water.
tell her.
That's what I thought pond
Oh,
water
my
meant.
bother. I totally read it wrong. My bad.
Yeah, so I guess her daughters didn't tell her, which is like, okay, are you kidding
But why
me?
would
They're
you
not
want to
going
be
to
a part
tell.
of it?
Yeah. Well, she wanted to know what happened, I guess. So Akane was like, you know what? Just come on over. Join the party. Join the death party. It's fine.
Join the death
learn
party. Like, it literally doesn't make sense to put her through it. Especially when they can die. Because Ace is fucking nuts. Boobs are a valid reason. She was afraid to ask, I guess. But, like, still, why include her?
No
And
mother
also,
is going to obviously see that their kid was through some kind of traumatic experience. Because they knew they were kidnapped. So she's not going to be like, oh, well, I'm just not going to ask about what happened. Like, that's not.
And, like, Akane shouldn't have been there ever. And then just,
No,
like,
I agree.
appeared at the end if the whole point was to save her. Like, that's how you
Exactly.
change history.
It doesn't make sense because
Or
if she
Seven
died,
lied and she never died.
If she died as a kid, how would she then, as an adult, because she's already dead, how would she as an adult put all this together to save herself? That doesn't make sense.
The only thing that makes sense is he was kind of like, well, Seven must have lied. That's the only thing, is that they lied about her death. But why? Like, it wouldn't have changed Junpei's opinion one way or another. Like, he still would have tried to save her, I would think. Because, I mean, he still could have made the same connection of, oh my god, she will die in this room if I don't save her right now. Like, I have to save her to make timelines still stay the same. That's fine. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Apparently major booty too, yeah. Nona, the girl with the ponytail, was her daughter in the Rin group, but you saw. Oh, the one that looked like her? That makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It surprisingly looks like her. Only say what the game said. It's not a great reason. Oh, so that's what so the game does say that she was afraid to ask because she wanted to be a part of. That's still weird. She didn't. Her brother and Seven did?
Did what?
Did what? Death party. No, the name of or corpse party. What, Crystal?
She gets a fever and disappears every time you do the wrong thing. Oh, so that's what's wrong with her the whole time?
Every time. Oh, okay. So that's how you knew if you were doing the wrong thing, which is why we weren't doing any of the wrong things the first time around. Well, hi, Syntax. You just caught us at the end. Hi, Isaac. Y'all are too cute. Why? This game story is a mess. It kind of is. Like, everyone's like, the ending's amazing, but there's so many plot holes. There's so many plot holes.
It's not, though. I would have bought it more if she was a ghost the whole time. I would have found that more believable.
I would have found that more believable. I would have found a couple of things more believable than the way they went around everything. She actually gets a fee. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I read that.
It would have made more sense if it was taking place in the past and they knew that she was like, they didn't want her to die or something. So they had to make sure that they saved her. Because the way it is, it doesn't make any sense to be like, oh yeah, I put all this stuff together, except that you don't exist because you're dead.
Yeah. Or just
like, how can you go back to save
or
yourself
she never
when you're
died.
dead? Yeah.
Or she never died.
But even still, that's kind of like not the way that it was presented.
No, that's not the way it was presented at all. That's why I'm saying that would have been better and more believable. Is she never died. But it's like, hey, surprise. You're the reason she never died and you have to do it again.
Yeah.
Hi, Eugene Likeny. Hello. We just finished, but we are talking about it. We are. I have a feeling we're not going to end up getting into Lost in Vivo and just talk about this. Although, while we do this, because there's no music, I'm going to play some music. Because the game is so quiet and I don't want to accidentally go into the beginning. There's so many plot holes I can't drive on this road. Oh my god.
What do you mean she didn't die? It said she died. Which then makes the whole thing not make sense.
But then she didn't because we kept her alive in this route. But yeah, she didn't. She had to have not died. Like, ever.
Yeah, because she was the one who constructed the whole thing to save herself.
Right. And Santa helped.
That's impossible.
7 helped. But why even say she died in the first place? To, like, take back a plot twist? Because literally that's what they did, is they did a plot twist and then undid the plot twist.
About it?
Why lie about it in the first place? Because I don't think it affects Junpei's wanting to save her anyway. It just doesn't make sense to lie about it. And it was reported in the papers. How do you report a death if it never happened? Like, you'd think the cops would have, I don't know, maybe been like, where's the body?
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense. Anyone know a good way to get rid of a headache? Caffeine and painkillers, but obviously appropriate doses of both. That's the best way. And obviously going to sleep can help, but not always. Did the game pull a Donnie Darko? See, Donnie Darko made more sense! Also, I don't really remember Donnie Darko. But I own it. I bought it because I liked it because Jake Gyllenhaal. But, Gyllenhaal? Whatever. My brain checked out. Yeah. I mean, I think our brains checked out more last stream than they did this stream. Last stream was way more exhausting.
No, we came to this stream done. That's the difference.
Well, yes, that's the difference. We came already like, okay, we accepted this and we're done. I need to nap to let my brain reset after this whole mess. There's 100 loose threads in the story. And I'm sure that, like, the next game is supposed to explain some of it, but some of it never, like, I bet Lotus, like, doesn't get explained, is my question. Like, how much of this really gets explained? I guess another thing to consider is a multiverse theory where another parallel universe is created.
No, that's
when a
bringing
decision is
even
made.
more shit into it.
But that's totally what they're kind of suggesting.
But they're not, though.
Donnie Darko is bad. I mean, I liked it when I was in middle school. I can't really speak for it now because I don't remember. I haven't seen it since I bought it when I was, like, in high school. But I first saw it in middle school. Yeah, the devs don't make sense. The D&D campaign will end with time travel and this plot line. No! Isaac! I know you won't do that, though. It would make you too angry. Isaac, please. Yeah. So much confusion. It, like... That doesn't... The only thing that does make sense... Hey, Bear. There is food over there. Go check. You didn't even go and check. Lotus doesn't make sense. 7 doesn't make sense unless he's in on it. In which case, that makes more sense. Like, what's explained in other endings? That we're okay with knowing what's explained in other endings.
Yeah, but even if they did lie about it, why? There is no motivation for them to lie about it except for having it be a plot
twist. Other than to
twist.
save her. Oh, you mean about her dying? Yeah, I have no idea why they lied about her dying. I have no idea. Or they didn't, and there's a huge inconsistency issue. It's one or the other. But, like, is there anything from other endings that weren't summed up in the true ending other than Lotus? Kira turns out to be Kita in a separate body. Don't fuck me up like that. Kita's been secretly talking to Isaac about the D&D campaign, deciding what happens.
Please don't. I have too many people calling me Kira as it is.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, yeah. Kat, Kira.
Well, yeah, I've seen people call you Kat, which, guys, why are you calling Kita Kat? I know it's some viewers in here. Not right now. I don't know if they're lurking, but I've seen people that do watch me go into Kita's chat and call her Kat. Why? Why you do this? Don't do that.
Yeah.
I will call you out. Don't do
Kira
that.
A lot.
I just figured it was a mistype,
like,
probably, if they call you... Because T and R are right next to each other.
It happens too often for me to believe that.
That's talent. It's a paradox. There's no getting around that. Yeah. Why you do this? Yeah, why you do this? Why you call Kita Kat? We're different people. Guys.
We're very different people. We look nothing alike.
And our voices are nothing alike.
Nope.
Or at least I think they're nothing alike. I don't know. I feel your pain,
not.
Kita. I had a name that was meant to be mispronounced. Oh, no. Aw. Having a name that's hard to pronounce sucks, too. Just for, like, everyone. Except for the parents who named you that. But. Or are they? We are. Why you not read name? It's, like, at the top of the stream. You can see who you're talking to.
It's on my fucking layout.
I've seen 2 or 3 people. 2 or 3 people. Not that I see in chat as of right now. But 2 or 3 people call Kita Cat that are in my stream too, guys. And not when I'm there. Like, they don't call you Cat necessarily when I'm streaming with you. Then we just assume they're talking to me. But I've seen people do it when I'm lurking in chat, in Kita's chat. I have seen people do that. And then Kita's like, I'm not Cat. I have once or twice been like, I'm Cat. Like, it's me, but that's not me.
Yep.
Still love yours, Cat? What? You two are really aren't similar enough to be easily confused, right? That's what I would think. Kita has an Oscar-winning voice. It's true. Aw, that's what you were saying. I still love yours, though. Thank you, Marojas. Yeah, Kita's a great voice actor, but she sounds nothing like me in just normal talking tone. I am much louder, and my voice is higher, I would think, but I could be wrong.
Your voice is definitely higher.
Yeah, I always thought my voice was low until I started recording my voice, and I'm like, wow, my voice is a lot higher than I thought. I understand if it was autocorrect, but it's constant. Come on. Yeah, no, I see a lot of people do it.
Yep.
Like, literally, like, I understand autocorrect, but they don't fix themselves. They don't see that they said Cat and then go, oh, I'm sorry, Kita. They don't do that. Don't do it, guys. Public service announcement to anyone that may be lurking that does this. I'm alive for life. Yes. Sorry, Kita. What? Have you done that, KatFTWynn Rose? I haven't seen you do it, but if you've done it. Oops. Baffling. Yeah. I feel like they do that on purpose. I feel like it has to be talent. Kita is actually Cat, just pre-recorded. Just all auto-generated. All of Kita's lines.
That would take a lot of time and energy.
That's too much. Like, when people think that you pre-record Let's Plays.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love it when people are like, "Oh, this isn't a real Let's Play." I'm like,
I'm still playing it and reacting to it. What? Most people can't get my last name right. Oh, Lucas. It's okay. Same. I'm not telling you guys my last name, but no one can ever pronounce my name right off the bat. Like, everyone looks at it and goes, So I totally understand you. I can relate to that. People mispronounce my last name often. Yeah, last names I feel like are a different story. No one ever gets my last name right. Or my name right. Oh, Leibniz Freak. How many people mispronounce my last name? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people's last names are all over the place. When it comes to pronunciation. Yeah, mine's very, very hard to...
When I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck?
My last name is not easy to pronounce. Although, fun fact, my family all pronounces it one way. Like, we all pronounce it the same way, obviously. Like, I pronounce it how my dad pronounces it, how we all learned how to pronounce it. But I ran into someone who spoke the language, like, that mine comes from. Obviously a white country, but, like, obviously from a different country. Because it's America, we all have, like, lineage outside of America. And they told me, they said, oh, how do you pronounce your last name? And I said it, and they're like, oh, we pronounce it like this in that country. And he knew someone with my same last name from that country because he was a foreign exchange student from there. So I was like, what the fuck? We've been pronouncing my last name wrong this entire time. That would not surprise me at all. Oh my god. I'll stop calling Kita Kit Kat. I just forgot how to spell your name sometimes. Oh, have you called her Kit Kat?
I always assume that you've been addressing both of us.
Yeah, I always assume that too, KatFTWynn Rose. Sorry for falling asleep on you guys. Oh, you're fine. We understand. You guys have lives. You guys are tired. You guys gotta take care of yourselves. How can you not make a real Let's Play? I don't get it. A lot of people would be like, I haven't gotten it so much on mine, but I know John has gotten it a lot. I'm assuming Kita, you've gotten it a few times of assuming we pre-record it. It's like, what?
Yeah, like they assume that you record the gameplay and then do the commentary afterwards, so you're not reacting, to what's happening. And I'm like, why would I do that? That would take me even longer.
Yeah.
If I played the game first and then did the voiceover after. That makes no sense.
Like, you're not actually playing the game. How? Yeah. Why?
Yep.
Why would I not play the game? Hi, Twitch Bryant. How do you pronounce for the win? KatFTWynn? I've had people not be able to pronounce my username. That's happened a few times. Craven swears he knew how to pronounce it from the beginning, but I remember him he's saying KatFTWynn. He would do that. I remember him.
I feel like I've heard him do that.
You have Goth Demon Rose? Oh, well, we just assumed we were addressing both of us. Kita's a sweetie, true.
What?
These are facts.
Where's
she
your
denies
evidence
it.
for that? Where's your evidence for that? There is no evidence for that.
Objection!
Objection.
Hi, Elias. Hello. For real, that sounds like something you'd only do if you lost the audio. Yeah, which, I mean, we didn't then admit.
Yeah, I've said that before because if the audio gets corrupted or something like that, I think I've done it once or twice. The only time that I've specifically done post-commentary, aside from the audio getting messed up and me having to do it, was, I think, for Crash Bandicoot when I was trying to 100% it. Some of the levels were really difficult to get the gems, so I just played the level over and over again and then explained how I did it.
Yeah.
But that was more of a tutorial, so it's kind of different.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it was like, this took me how many tries? So
right.
I'm just doing, post commentary, but that's different.
Yeah. Right. Like, literally, we get asked questions on this where we're playing like 25 minutes solid, no edits or cuts, and they'll say that. I have to burp. Ow.
I always love the, like, are you going to do a real Let's Play? I'm like, what is a fake Let's Play?
What's a fake Let's Play?
What does that mean?
There's really no, like, the definition of Let's Play is very, very vague. It's just playing through a game and talking while you do it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it.
So a stream is technically a Let's Play.
Technically, yes. Unless you're reacting to something or not obviously playing a game, but...
Well, I mean, in terms of gaming.
Yeah, in terms of gaming. The commentary has very noticeable difference. Right. Like, you can tell, like... if someone had to pre-record, but on top of that, most of the time we don't lie about that. We say, hey, we lost our audio, or hey, like, I've already played through this part because I forgot to hit record. That happened to me once during Amnesia, one of my very first ones. I forgot to hit record. But luckily it didn't save, and I could 15 minutes later closed out, opened up, back up the game, and it was back where I was. So I was like, oh, thank God. So I just replayed through 15 minutes. But I said that. I was very transparent. People, why would we have shame in saying we fucked up? I feel like most people say that.
And
people
why would you do post commentary anyway? It's harder unless you're doing a review.
Yeah,
like that makes sense. A scripted, something that's different though than a Let's Play. But why would you make it harder on yourself? Because if it takes you 2 hours to record a video, then you have to do 2 more hours of commentary while you're watching yourself play. Like,
yeah,
that
it's not worth
sense.
it. Like, it only makes sense if you really want to do nothing but jokes the whole time, and you have that passion to do that.
But even in that sense, you would probably just script it,
right?
So it would still not really be a Let's Play. It would be scripted.
it would be scripted.
But yeah, I love questions like that. I'm like, this is a real Let's Play, actually,
right? Actually. People tend to think commentating over a game is a simpler affair than it actually is. Yes, and you'll see that with a lot of people who tend to, especially I've noticed with streamers, people who started off streaming before YouTube aren't used to filling the air with the dead silence with words. So that's the biggest challenge, the biggest tackle. And it's not easy. It was only easy for me because I talked anyway.
No, I had a hard time with it.
Everyone I know had a hard time with it. Even my friends who tried to do it after me, like Rob and Beat, they tried to do YouTube after me, and they couldn't fill the silence with words. They didn't have that response. They were focusing on the game. And see me, I'm used to not shutting up. So I just would fucking talk about anything I saw. I backtalk to everything. I yell at shit even when I'm alone. But that's just luckily happened to me. Otherwise, you have to work on it.
Yeah, it's a skill. In the beginning, you're just bad at it.
Right.
You have to build up the skill.
Yeah.
Even sometimes now there are times when I'm streaming when I don't talk, but that's usually if I'm really focused. Like,
that's me during a horror game.
Mm-hmm. Then it's like, well, I really need to focus on beating this boss or doing this thing.
Right. That's why I couldn't even sing along to the DDR songs, because then I'd fuck up. I'm like, no, hold on, let me focus. But that would be me during a horror game. If I'm scared of something finding me, I tend to not say anything because I'm like, fuck. Like, it's gonna hear me. Like, good instincts. Oh my god. Family's name is a bitch to pronounce. Yeah. Romanian alphabet, yay! Or even Polish or anything.
Oh, thanks, Leibniz Freak. I'm glad that you've been enjoying them.
The recent ones have been fabulous. They've been so fabulous.
I think my favorite comment from that has been, do you do Let's Plays anymore or just put Twitch clips together? I'm like, these aren't Twitch clips.
They're not Twitch clips! Also, you can tell by the layout it's not fucking Twitch.
Yeah, I'm like, these are actually, I spend a lot of time on these. They're not just a bunch of clips thrown together. I actually think about it and you know, try to craft something entertaining.
Yeah. Like a small, like almost like a review and a snippet, but it is like a good portion of the game. It's just cutting out all the fat.
Yeah, it's just meant to be like a really fast-paced Let's Play.
Right. Gotta love internet trolls. Head desk, exactly. That's how I feel, Wolfriends, sometimes. Although I haven't had to deal with it in a long time because you guys know what I like YouTube's archiving purposes now. But you, John, Craven, you guys all have to still deal with it. I'm sure even Gab, she still puts up like 2 videos a day. Fake Let's Play. Rice
That's what you put in the title. I should be like fake Let's Play. So I should start
Is that really what they did? Yeah, you should call it fake Let's Play. Maybe that'll attract some people. What if you do post commentary to fill times where you don't talk, but you think of something funny to say? I mean, you can do that, but then
that would take
a lot of people don't. Yeah, it just takes
a lot of time though, because you already have something recorded, and then you'd have to find those spaces, and then you have to record and then edit that audio into that space. So it would actually take a lot of time. It'd be a lot faster to cut and just cut that part out of the video.
Right.
And then,
like you can totally do that, but yeah, it's more time, and most
you
people
could
don't
do that. You could do that, yeah, but it would be very time consuming depending on how many, sections you have where you're not talking, and you'd have to record it and make sure that it sounds good. Because if it sounds like you're reading something, then it's going to sound really awkward and jarring. Or another thing is that if you do that, your mouth might be in a different position from your microphone. So you might have...
It'll sound different.
Yeah, so you might have your audio sounding like this, and then the second clip is sounding like this. Because you're at a different... distance away from your mic, or it's at a different position, and that it just sounds weird.
Right. No, I want to sometimes address Kita, but I accidentally address you both with your names. Oh, well, it's good that you noticed that, because I feel like we're talking specifically about people who address Kita as Cat. Nothing else. Not Kit Kat or anything. Just Cat. And it's in her stream by herself. Is what we're mostly meaning. Yeah.
Next time that happens, I'm going to put up a picture of you in the corner and be like, this is my face cam now.
This is you. Oh my god, yes. The sass. Level 4 is talking skill. Exactly. Gotta get up
thanks,
there.
Wolf Prince and Lucas. I'm glad you guys like it. They do take a long time, which is why I can't, post videos every day, and plus I stream so much.
Right.
But I'm prouder of them than regular Let's Plays. Because they take more effort, they take more thought, and you know what I mean? And I get to play with editing and learn new things. So to me, they're more fulfilling and more engaging than just doing a Let's Play, which felt very much like I had to be a factory, where it was kind of like, okay, how fast can you get these videos out? Like, just do it really quickly. Don't really focus on editing and stuff. Do minimal stuff. You just got to get the video up every day. You got to be uploading twice a day if you can. And it just, it ended up making me feel very much like a machine and not creative. And I just got tired doing that, honestly.
And I feel like everyone does at some point. Like even John started making intros and taking more time. Like he uploads maybe 3 or 4 times a week because he's doing like stuff he's proud of too. Like stuff to keep him sane and creative. It's something you got to do sometimes.
Well, and for me, I think that the long Let's Play thing, for me, I feel like that's fulfilled by streaming.
Right. Yeah, same. This is satisfying everything that I was doing on YouTube, hence why I stopped putting as much energy into YouTube. And that makes sense why you changed the way you did YouTube.
Right.
So, It's not commentating that you can just do, immediately become good at it. It's like most other things. But it's far too easy to not realize that. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I tried recording a couple of videos and I had trouble concentrating on the game and talking at the same time. Yeah, like sometimes it's just hard to balance that, and sometimes you can't, or sometimes you just have to practice it.
It can still be difficult when streaming sometimes to be like, okay, what am I doing? And then trying to talk to chat, especially if chat's really active.
Yeah, and that's why during Splatfest, I have to obviously pay attention to Splatoon, and I can't look at chat while playing.
Yeah.
It's just not
so
possible.
it's a little harder. Or when you're playing with a lot of people, I think too, it can be really difficult to then try to talk to chat at the same time, because you're like focusing on what you're doing, what they're doing, what's going on, and then also trying to talk to chat at the same time.
Yeah, and some commentators don't pay shit attention. That's also true.
That's true.
That like, it's sometimes people just give up one or the other.
Oh, thanks, Wolf Crystal. Yeah, I agree. And for a long time, I really just kind of pushed myself to keep doing it because that's what was popular on my channel. Is like everybody loved life sims and doing a million episodes of them, and I just burned myself out with it and was just like, and YouTube doesn't. And the thing is like YouTube doesn't pay me shit, so it's not even like oh, it's a job and you're it's like, okay, well. There's some things you don't like about it, you got to do it anyway. It's like YouTube is pocket change.
It's true.
So
also, continue.
I was just gonna say it was a lot of time for something that I wasn't super enjoying, and then wasn't really helping me financially either. So
that makes sense. I overheard you yesterday for a hot second mention ads on Twitch during your stream. And you had said, like, how I said that it's not much. It's not much. Like, I think all of last month, because it's dependent on your viewers. So, like, obviously bigger Twitch streamers who have, like, huge audiences all the time get way more in ads and AdSense. But, yeah, having affiliates get ads wouldn't be that beneficial, really. I mean, like, it's a little bit, but it's as much as, like, I got from, like, actually, it's less than what I got from YouTube. And that's saying something, because I didn't get much from YouTube.
Wow.
Like, I think
and
last
I know what
month
you got
I got
from YouTube.
Yeah, and I'm transparent about it. I got $40 a month probably from YouTube. Not anymore because I got kicked from Curse, and YouTube takes forever to remonetize you, so it's just not worth it. But on Twitch, I get probably, I think last month I got a total of $15 in AdSense. So $15. I mean, like, it's cool. It buys a game, maybe. That's about it. So, like, it wouldn't be, if you don't have a huge audience, it's not that worth it.
It seems a weird feature. I mean, I'm not going to complain or anything.
You're right. Like, it's like, hey, a little bit of money
helps. Every little bit helps. But at the same time, it's kind of a weird thing to give affiliates because most affiliates don't have a giant audience or else they'd be partnered.
Right.
So I kind of wonder, how much. I mean, I guess because there's so many affiliates that, for Twitch, it'll add up.
They're probably just figuring out how to get money. Because for them, they get money from that too.
But it's just going to cause more, like, partners being pissed off.
Yeah, that's really what it's going to do. And I'm even, like... I mean, I'm totally for giving affiliates everything that partners have. I really don't care. Like, the only difference being the check mark would still be fine with me. And even then, I would turn it off and I don't even care. Like, it's just... whatever. But it's just, like, mind-blowing to me how upset people get at affiliates getting the same thing. I'm like... Share the love.
I don't get it because it doesn't really take anything away from them, from anyone. So it's kind of like, and plus, partners still have bragging rights.
Yeah, like
and special treatment for things. So it's kind of like,
yeah, like at TwitchCon, apparently they like it's really worth it if you're a partner, and not so much worth it if you're not. So like it's like really, because just they get to bypass a lot.
Right.
Gonna do the lyric. No problem, Mary and Nilo. Hello, by the way. But, sorry, trying to catch up with chat, too. But I just thought I'd bring that up because I overheard that conversation in Keto's chat yesterday.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm like, honestly, instead of ad revenue, I'd rather have my stream be more visible to people. Like, I feel like it's very difficult to find streamers on Twitch right now because there's so many streamers. And it's really hard to find, new people. And it's hard to grow. So
really
I
is.
would rather see that than ad revenue, but
yeah. I get that. You should be. They always make my day. Aw, said Libnitz Freak about Kita's videos, I'm assuming. Aw.
I'm glad you guys like them. I
Editing
am
can't
very
be so much
behind on YouTube stuff right
Worth
now
it,
just
though.
because of 5 million games coming out
Seriously,
at the
though.
same time. I'm just like, well, I'm
All at the
streaming
same
this,
time.
and then I gotta stream that, and then I gotta stream that.
This week especially, and next week. And last week.
Well,
Jesus.
next week I'm thrown off because of Thanksgiving. So now I'm like trying to replan and be like, okay, when, because it's not so much like, oh, it's a drag. It's more like I want to play all these games. It's
So
just
when can I fit them in?
yeah, exactly. So it's more just like a scheduling thing.
Right. I like Twitch now.
Pyro's 3
more.
games. So I'm like,
Yeah, it is. So many games. I like Twitch more over now. Plus, it's bye, Pondwater. Take care. Thank you for hanging out with us. Good luck at class. Nice to be more interactive with you both guys in chat. Yeah, that's why I like Twitch more now. It feels more personal. But like, I like YouTube for the short.
Personal.
Yeah, I like it as a stream or as a content creator. I like Twitch as a community builder and all that. As someone who views, I like having it on in the background. But if I like really want to watch something like I'm gonna stare at it, it's usually YouTube, but I only have a small amount of time that I can squeeze that in. So that's why I like the short contained videos, because I can like squeeze them in when I want to watch stuff with like Shy Guy or River. But when I'm by myself, just like last night I was sorting beads. I was watching Kita while I was sorting beads. So I didn't say anything in chat, but I was there. But that's how I tend to do stuff. That's why I'm a lurker. I multitask a lot. But I always said I'd rather you do something you enjoy instead of something you feel you have to do. Exactly. You guys gotta do what makes you happy, and so do we. In streaming, you can spend more time on with the extra stuff on games, like side quests and stuff. Yeah, and you don't feel like it's slog to get through.
Well, not only that, but like on YouTube, when you do a long series, you just like see the views drop with every single video, and it's just like...
Very true. I mean, it's the same on Twitch, but it's like if you're enjoying yourself in the process, and at least you have people to talk to keep you going.
Right.
Whereas
so
on
that you
YouTube,
can
it's
get
just by
through it.
yourself.
Because I mean, doing something like Little Dragon's Cafe for you, I don't think or I would have really been done by the end of it, more so than I was on Twitch. Because if it was just me playing through it, oh my god.
Yeah. They don't pay attention. You have no idea how many times I'll watch LPers and they're walking right past the thing they're looking for, and I'm screaming at my computer to look. But at the same time, you don't see that shit when you're playing sometimes. Like,
yeah,
it's also because you are trying to talk, and like you'll look at the camera and you'll miss the thing that you just walked by, and then it drives people nuts.
Some people straight up don't even like they don't at all.
They don't.
They're
care.
not looking around at all, and they're just like. And
I'm not much of an explorer. That's why I play things on easy, because I recognize that they're going to give me more opportunities to find said thing, because otherwise I'm going to fucking miss it.
Yeah,
I
really like exploring and looking around for stuff and trying to get it. But there have been times when I've been editing and I saw something and I'm like, damn it, like I missed that while I was playing.
Yeah, there are so many times when I was editing that I was like, I walked past it. I walked past it again. God damn it, I walked past it again. Like, that happens so much. I used to, when I had more time, I used to edit in me talking to, like, editing myself, talking to me. Like, I would type to myself saying, I know I walked past it. Oh, there I went again. Like, I would used to type like that. But that takes a lot of time to, like, type a title card, save it as a PNG, put it back over, because, like, I couldn't figure out how to do text over my editing software. So.
Oh, well, I could teach you how to do that, but it is still time consuming.
Yeah. I had figured out how to do Empower Director when I used to use that, but then when I switched to Premiere, I had no idea how to do it, so I just saved title cards from Photoshop.
They changed the way that they do titles, too.
Yeah.
Since I've used Premiere, so it's like, well.
F. I understand Twitch a lot more than YouTube now. I do now, too. I didn't when I first started. It took me a while to figure out Twitch. Honestly, I like Twitch a lot more than YouTube because Twitch has a lot more freedom, plus there's kind of less restrictions. Sometimes, yeah. It depends. Especially for the creators, though. There's less restrictions, it seems like. At least, like, there's more and less. More on the games you play, but less in terms of, like, obviously, songs are more forgiving on Twitch.
Yeah, because it doesn't get muted until after.
Right. And even then, sometimes a lot of songs... But that's what does suck is when it gets muted, it's fucking muted. Whereas on YouTube, you still hear it. It's just we don't get the money for it or whatever.
Yeah.
Depending. Cat through Gab found Kita by Cat. Hey, Lucas, the chain.
Hey.
My trouble with streams in general is I have such bad internet, but that's my problem. I understand that. And that's a lot of people why they prefer to watch VODs on YouTube, because internet is nicer to YouTube than it is on Twitch. That's why I still archive to YouTube. And I will always. I have seen people ask, will she be uploading this to YouTube? Eventually. Someday.
I don't know if this would be the best playthrough to upload to YouTube, though.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Are
I don't
you?
give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I do.
Why? Just because of reactions?
Yeah.
Are you just worried about the comments? Because I don't give a fuck. You could just not look at the comments.
I don't know. I'm not proud of it, so I don't really, you know what I mean? Because I just felt like it was just bitching the whole time. So to me, it's just kind of like, oh, this wasn't what I was hoping it was going to be. So I'm just disappointed.
Oh, yeah. But we're also expressing that. I feel like that helps people at the same time.
Not on YouTube.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. It's for the people who couldn't catch it on Twitch, but also have shit internet and need to watch it on YouTube. Because I know there is a handful of people, at least in my audience, that do. But if you really don't like it, I won't. I just want to I just like to archive stuff somewhere. I mean, I guess Twitch, I just get afraid if something happens to Twitch, then I'm fucked. And I didn't pre-record these. But I guess I always could. Or rip them from Twitch. So I have them forever. I like hoarding things. My trouble with streams in general. Oh, yeah, I read that. I'm comfortable talking to people I really like on Twitch. Just makes me forever warm up to others. Yeah, like, I mean, Twitch helps us get out of shells. Especially me, because I lurk a lot. But I slowly get myself out. But. Are you still there, Kita?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You went quiet after I said that. I'm sorry.
I don't have anything to really say.
Oh. I missed the rest of Kita's stream last night. It'll help me to know how to get some of the gems in Spyro. Because you were trying to get all of them, weren't you?
I was working on it.
Usually I only listen to music, watch blogs. That's legit. I like Twitch far more than YouTube nowadays. I like it as a community. YouTube comments are really toxic.
Yeah.
That may be a problem. I'm the one that fucks around and does side quests. Yeah, and that's where I think Twitch is best for it. Or unless you like to edit as well, you can highly edit the quests into something. But if you don't have the time, obviously, you have to do it one way or another. First rule of Little Dragon Cafe, you don't talk about Little Dragon Cafe, said Wolf Prince. My god. Makes sense. Also like smaller channels just to support them. That's so sweet of you, Vader. Can't forget watching cooking videos on YouTube. Cooking. Smaller channels tend to get more engaged with their chat too. Because we can, though. I will say that. I will say when chat gets really overwhelming, it's hard to keep up. Especially like my slow reading skills. I have a really hard time keeping up when chat just keeps going and going and going. Lucas says you were not being bitchy. You were honest, Kita. I mean, I agree.
Well, that's not how people on YouTube see things.
No. But that's anything. Like, they didn't like us talking about Borderlands, like, not paying attention to the lore of Borderlands.
Yeah, I know. And I'm just waiting because it's going to be worse with this. It's just going to be a slew.
Surprisingly, everyone's been really chill on the chat, which I thought it was going to be way more... You guys aren't paying attention enough. You guys aren't doing this. And it hasn't happened.
Chat isn't as bad, though, because they actually see us as human.
Oh, yeah.
People on YouTube don't see us as humans. They
a lot of
see us as
kids
machines.
don't.
No, a lot of people.
There's the few. There are the loud few. Smaller channels. Oh, yeah. I found Kat through John. I basically found everyone through John. Yeah, John tended to be the connector to a lot of people, especially in Robot College. Smaller communities are more humble. That tends to be true. I mean, no matter how big our communities get, though, we want people... What?
I'm not humble.
You're not humble. No matter how big our communities get, we still want you guys to still, like, feel like you can come here. We're still going to try and pay attention to you guys as much as we can, no matter how many people we get in our audience. We still will make the effort.
I don't think you have to worry about my channel exploding. I think you're good. I think we're just...
Still either way.
I think
or
that
even,
ship
like,
has sailed.
I've seen, like, with massive raids, people will dip out. Like, don't worry about it. We're still going to, like, try our best to keep up with chat.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened as much recently, but I know a while, like, when I first started out and would get big raids, people would dip out. So, like, legit dip out, not just not talk. So.
Yeah.
I found you through Bowling Otter. Hey! Bowling Otter.
Hey.
I don't hear that one as often, so that makes me happy. Because, like, John obviously was the first person I ever collabed with, and vice versa. I was the first one he ever collabed with. So I tend to hear John a lot, which is cool, because John was the first person I ever fucking watched. But, yeah, like, it's cool to hear from other sources. Like, if I hear that I'm found through Kita or found through Bowling Otter or anyone else, it's a surprise to me, because that's not what I hear most often. So, dropping by to say hi, the Rocconi. Excited for Pokemon Friday, Kita? I'm excited, but yeah, I don't know if I'm getting it. I'll see what Kita says about it before I get it.
See.
I know. Because, yeah, like, I haven't gotten it yet. Whereas, like, Mario Party, I knew I'd probably play otherwise. I don't know if I'll play Pokemon otherwise if I don't enjoy the controls. So I'll have to figure out what Kita says. We'll see Friday. Guys, watch Friday. Watch Kita Friday.
Gotta see how good the ball is.
Gotta see.
Come see the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come see the ball gameplay. As a fellow slow reader, I feel for you, Kat. Ellery. Kita, are you gonna add me on Switch too, right? Isaac really wants us to add him on Switch.
I didn't know Isaac had a Switch.
I didn't know either until he asked me to add him because of Smash, apparently. He's really excited for Smash.
Oh no, are you a Smash tryhard, Isaac?
I think we talked about that because I was like, Isaac, I'm not going to be good. And Isaac's like, that's totally fine.
I want to play Smash to just, like, mess around. I don't want to play
Same.
Smash to have, you know, that one person that's, like, super hardcore into it.
MLG.
Zelda's Artillery.
That kills me so much. I love it. I found Cat through Dilsic, I think. Hey! Dragon! That always makes me happy. Just had a bath and I'm chill until work tomorrow. Hey, nice. Hey, good times to chill before work. Baths are like godsend sometimes. I made the mistake of making my bath too hot for my kind of bath bomb. I just haven't taken a bath in a long time, so I was like, oh, I'm afraid it's gonna start getting cool and then I'll be cold. So I made it really hot and then it was like a fucking hot tub for a half hour.
Oh, nice.
I did not do good. No. It was way too hot for me. I started, like, I was sweating. It was like a sauna. I was like, nope, never again. Not that hot, I mean. No bath ever again. But I'm just a shower person. Although the water was really pretty green and sparkly. Yeah. I tend to take showers more. I haven't taken a bath before then well, not including Disney, where I had to like fucking soak my legs because of the heat and the humidity. Swamp bath.
Double bath.
That was a double bath. But
I was in that bath.
It was cold. Keto was in the bath soaking her feet while I'm soaking my legs, and it's fucking cold. It was some cold ass water. But it was so cold. But other than that, I haven't taken a bath since I was like in high school. I don't tend to take baths.
I do.
Yeah, well, for a long time I couldn't in our bath because I think we had a crack in it. So if you like took a bath, it was a leak problem. So showers were what I had to do for a few years, and then I just never got back into taking baths. Waiting for Smash Ultimate? Yes. Sorry, I haven't caught up with chat very easily, but we're also probably going to end here soon. Kita, are you getting both games? I think you're getting one and then seeing how you like it.
Originally I was, because I was going to stream Pikachu and then do YouTube videos for Eevee, but I'm waiting because that's a lot of money to drop on something that I'm not 100% sure of now.
Alright.
Because I really don't like the Joy-Con. I
don't either.
Always use the Pro Controller, so I'm really pissed off that there's no support for it. And I don't know how the ball controller is going to be. We're going to test that out on Friday.
Test the ball.
But yeah, I got to test that ball. So I'm waiting to see how I feel about it before I get it. Also, it is a remake of Yellow, kind of, but they changed a lot of things. Like, your rival is friendly, of course, now.
Of course your rival's friendly.
Yeah. And they change, like, there are, to get into a gym, you have to have a Pokemon of a certain type to be able to do the gym. So, like, if you try to go to Brock's gym, I think it says that you have to have a water type or grass type or it won't let you into the gym, which is going to screw up your team. So people are pretty pissed off about that because it's basically like, oh, here's what's good against rock type. You have to have one of these to be able to go into Brock's gym. So it's almost like easy mode, kind of, which I think people are kind of irritated with.
Yeah.
So there are changes to it. It's not just a straight up remake. So I don't know. I'm very like on the fence of this could still be a fun distraction, or this is going to not
be completely terrible. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Legit. So we'll find out. Also, awesome that you found me through YouTube, the Roconi. That makes me happy. Haven't heard that in a while. Hard yes, a Pokemon. Yeah, what Kita said, Vader. What about Detective Pikachu? I'm watching that movie so fast. I'm so excited for that movie. It's going to be probably terrible, and I'm totally okay with that. I need Fuzzy Pikachu in my life, voiced by Ryan Reynolds. I'm completely okay with the fact that it's utterly creepy and is going to be weird. I have no idea what Kita thinks about it because we haven't even talked about it, but I'm okay with the weirdness.
I don't like it.
A lot of people don't. You're not the only one at all.
I think the fact that it looks realistic, I don't know, it creeps me out, and I don't.
I think I like it because it's creepy. Like Jigglypuff looks like a nightmare fuel, and I'm okay with.
Yeah, I don't really have an interest. I played the game too, and I didn't like the game. Kind of like.
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, because the game was really hand-holding and kid-like too, though, wasn't it?
It wasn't
for
fun,
the biddies,
which was the main point. It was
legit.
not fun. It just wasn't. I mean, I went back and just streamed Pokemon Snap the whole way, and I loved it. It was so much fun. I really loved it. So it's not that I'm against, side games or anything like that. But
yeah,
I tried Detective Pikachu.
You did try
a first impressions video up on YouTube, and I just it just wasn't engaging to me. It was just like, this is boring. Like I'd rather go shiny hunt.
Voice actor from Coco?
Yeah, I did an interview with the voice actress for Coco Bandicoot and Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, so. Coco Bandicoot?
Coco is Crash Bandicoot's sister.
Okay, so when you said Coco, I was thinking like Coco the movie, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, but I didn't know. Okay, I think I may have watched that a while ago. But that's how Shane Dragon found you, was through that interview. And then found me through you.
Nobody finds me through interviews.
That's awesome. That's pretty awesome, though.
It is.
Dude, I can't beat the computer in Smash, so it'll be fine, is what Isaac said.
Okay, Isaac, then I guess I'll add you or whatever.
Or whatever. It's fine.
Just don't judge my gameplay.
Don't judge my gameplay.
Like, because people can go in and see how long you've spent on certain games. I'm like, I don't know if I want to know what I'm playing. I'm a very private person. I don't want you to see how many hours I put into Splatoon.
All the hours into Splatoon. Same. Last time, oh my god, Isaac. You poor thing. I'm not gonna read out loud, but you poor thing. I'm very skeptical of LGPE, but I want it. LGPE. I don't know what that is. Just trying to catch up. I want Detective Pikachu so much. Same. So much. It looks like horror, and I'm excited. It's not actual horror, obviously. But Mime's shoulders are legit the texture of dodgeballs. Can we just talk about this? Also, his ears look like the texture of carrots / and/or yams. It's very strange. The textures they picked for a lot of stuff is very weird, and I'm excited to see it because it all just looks like SCP and Pokemon Met. Like, I recognize it looks like Nightmare Fuel, and I'm really excited.
That gym setup sounds like balls. Do you have to use those Pokemon in the gyms? I don't know, but it's a little hand-holdy for me, personally.
Legit.
Because I feel like that kind of takes some of the adventure away of learning and making mistakes and figuring it out. I mean, obviously I already know, but when you're a kid and you didn't really know what was going on, and you're playing through it, and then you get fucking wrecked by Brock because you don't know the typings yet. So I don't know. To me, it kind of takes away some of that RPG adventure.
Yeah,
but
which I think is their goal, but yeah, I can understand why people are disappointed.
Yeah, I think it is too. And you know what? If they do it, and then they make the next Pokemon game less handholdy, more
then cool,
then fine. Because people were really complaining about Sun and Moon being like that because it's very linear. It's very much like, here, go here, follow Lily everywhere, save her ass all the time, like, and I wasn't super into that. I liked a lot of stuff Sun and Moon did. They made a lot of really good changes. The game looked amazing. I loved the Alolan Pokemon. Like, there were a lot of really good things that came out of Sun and Moon, but it was very
tutorial-y.
Yes. So if they take Let's Go and aim it more at casual players, and then they make the main game more towards like veterans, then that's fine.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they do. We'll see what happens, but
legit. And Lissa B said with the biddies, been here the whole time, just didn't say anything till now, and that ending was very confusing. Thank you so much for this. It was.
I just needed to weigh in and say that the ending was confusing.
It was. It really was. Wolf Prince found Kita through her Shantae LP, and Kat from one of her indie horror games. Don't remember the exact one, but I followed you all to here. Wow, interesting. Did you find us separately and not through each other? Because that's even more interesting. Small world.
That's talent.
That is talent. Holy crap. Kita, the movie, makes it uncomfortable, said Bella Coco. Oh my god. Like it because it's creepy, but if I get a nightmare feel. Yeah, it looks like nightmare feel.
There's a way to turn off motion controls, and you don't have to use this Pokemon. Yeah, but you can't use the Pro Controller.
Yeah, you can't, which is
I still don't want to use
the
stupid Joy-Con because it's not comfortable. The buttons are in a weird place. It's not like an NES controller where everything is positioned right. It's
and
weird
the Pro Controller's so good.
I know. It's like, why? Why not make support for that? It makes no sense.
Right. Probably not going to see it in theaters, but I love the idea of a live action. I'm going to see it in theaters so fast. I'm going to drag either River or Shy Guy. Probably neither want to go with me, but I want to go so bad. I don't know why I love it so much. Fuzzy Pikachu. Like, it doesn't make me... When I heard Ryan Reynolds' voice come out of Pikachu, it was really jarring. But it's still, like, I'm still excited.
Luna.
I don't know why.
Luna.
Oh, let's go Pikachu
Luna.
Eevee. That's what that is. Okay, that makes sense. Luna, goddammit. I think you just need Pokemon to get in, but not completely sure.
Hey.
Still.
Come over here, you
SCP and Pokemon meet.
Yeah, you. Come here.
You don't have to use those Pokemon. Apparently, there's a way to turn off motion controls. I'm interested in Master Trainer. So that's what she was talking about. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I saw Detective Pikachu trailer.
Be quiet.
It reminds me of Ready Player One. I could see that. Ready Player One was actually pretty interesting. As someone who never read the book.
Me.
Pokemon Go, you can go wander minus HM limited progression spots as much as you like. Oh, just Pokemon in general, not Pokemon Go. Gotcha. See me, I actually had a hard time with that, but that's because I'm the player that got overwhelmed by so much wandering. I was just like, I need to be told where to go, and I need to be told very linear things. But that's just me as a player, how I am. And that's how I was as a kid. That's why I didn't beat many things. That's why I didn't play many things. Like, literally, Majora's Mask was the first thing I ever beat, and it was in middle school, and it was reading a guide, because I was so overwhelmed. Like, I get easily overwhelmed, though. It's the comprehension thing. Kita by recommended channels listed by Girl Gamer Chick, and I found... Kat through a collab she did with Kita and Dark. That's so interesting. The Kita and Dark playthrough. Oh my god. When people found us through Don't Starve. It's amazing. I love it. Hoping I like Pokemon Let's Go. I think a lot of people are hoping to like it. Yeah, you did. Wolf Prince found us separately. That's impressive.
That is impressive. Holy crap.
Hey, Oak River.
Shantae. Man, I wish YouTube didn't freaking flag all my Shantae videos.
Right? Shantae's so good, and Kita's playthrough of it. I want to battle Kita and Pokemon. Yeah, I heard that might be the online. It's just straight up battling if they have online. which I was like, well, I'm bad at battling, so...
If I put you down, are you going to start barking?
You will fall to my normal
like
team.
You look like you might. She's just
Full
staring at
normal.
me.
Sends out Haunter. Yeah, I love Haunter. Haunter's my favorite.
There you
I love my Black Friday shifts, and they aren't all that bad. Hey, Cresteds, that's exciting. Hi, Cresteds, by the way. I had a great silver gold Pokemon guide with all the percentages of spawn rates and Pokemon with different times of day. Nice. Holy shit. See, but like people do love playing that way. I was the person that was like, there's a lot going on in Pokemon, and I never played it till I was in college. Straight up, never played Pokemon till I was in college. I played Stadium. That doesn't count. And I know that doesn't count. I didn't get really exploratory till I was older. Weirded out by Fuzzy Pikachu at first, but it grew on me more. I looked at it. Yeah, I love Fuzzy Pikachu. Heard Majora's Mask and immediately drawn in. Hi, Jordan the Hero. Hello. Yeah, I played it on the channel. And I have a tattoo of it because I love it so much. But that was the first game I ever beat with a guide. Fully with a guide. But anyway, yeah, you did, Cresteds. We are actually about to raid someone. I thought the perfect person to raid after 999 would be Sinnoh! We're gonna raid Sinnoh. He is playing Resident Evil 3 Nemesis right now, because I think he's trying to get through all the Resident Evils before 2 Remake comes out. Or he's trying to get through a lot of them. But he is a really good bean. He is a sweet, precious cinnamon roll that you guys should be following if you're not already. Also part of Robot College. But before I do the raid, the rest of our schedules for this week, we will be live again in about 3-ish hours, just over 3 hours. We will be on Kita's channel, ! Kita. You guys should be following and watching her if you're not already, just saying. And we will be playing Diablo 3. So if you like that chill Diablo 3 life, we'll be doing that. And then tomorrow at noon Central Standard Time, and Friday at noon, and Saturday at noon, I will be live. Tomorrow and Friday are Final Fantasy X. We'll be doing Blitzball and grinding tomorrow, but otherwise we'll be getting through more of the story on Friday. And Saturday is Splatfest. We'll be doing Team Salsa versus Team Guacamole. I am Team Guacamole with Snuffles, and if you guys are Team Guac, you can join us. But yes, be excited. It's also the first day I'm giving Dilly a present for his birthday. Aw, I'm sure he'll be happy. But then, Kita, what are you doing this week for streaming? Kita? Kita! Did she go to do her dogs? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well. Oh, Kita's typing. Mic cut out. Oh no! Well, my mic? Or Kita's mic? Your mic? Hers. Okay. So, Kita's next streams. Kita, type them to me. I'm going to reiterate them. But guys, test out the raid response. Oh, I lied. Do this for raid response because it's me and Kita. Do this. And then if you guys are subbed to both of us, do this because panties. But I know Kita, again, will be live tonight. 6:30 Central Standard Time. 7:30 Eastern. She will be live tonight with me doing Diablo 3. She says tomorrow is Spyro. Pokemon is on Friday, and Hitman 2 is on Saturday. So if you guys like all those games, because they're amazing games, and if you want to see some of that Pokemon that we were talking about, Pokemon Let's Go, watch Kita. Because she will be live every evening. I think it's 7:30 Eastern every single day. 6:30 Central. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is 5 her time. So 4 my time. So guys, get on that life. Yes, I was right. So 5 Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. So we might be raiding Kita tomorrow. But that is the plans. Guys, go and raid Sinnoh. I'm going to start the raid. Sinnoh's a good bean. You guys should give him some love. But don't forget to say the Cat and Kita raid. Ignore my first fuck up. But it should look just normal. But I hope you all have a wonderful night. And me and Kita will see you tomorrow. If not tonight. But remember, tonight, in a few hours, we'll be live again. So, love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.